best of Elliot in the morning.
Elliot in the morning.
DC 101.
Do you ever have like do you ever have like an extra pair of like squirrels or something like that with you?
Not unless I have an absolute reason to.
Okay, all right. No, the reason I asked, Diane printed. What's wrong?
What would be that absolute reason?
Good question.
Yeah, well, mostly if I'm going to hang out with a friend afterwards, or like I'm just going to be out late.
Oh, so then it would be like I got to have my good going out panties on. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Sometimes I usually have an extra pair of underpants in my drawer.
When?
No, because you never know when you're going to need them.
I was going to say, you may have an
because I'm going out.
You may have an extra pair in there, but they're dirty.
No, I generally try to replace a dirty one with a clean one just so I have them in there. No, so Diane printed this out for you. The chick who writes for the Washington Post, the Prudence woman, what was the last thing we talked about her for? Didn't somebody like stay in a bed or something like that? What were we talking about her for?
We referenced it yesterday.
Who, Prudence? Oh, staying in the bed.
We referenced like her column. It's the idea of her column.
So anyway, Diane printed this out for me from yesterday. So this is the question is subject office thief. Now I would like everybody to solve this for me as what you would do. Okay, here you go. You ready, Lindsay?
Yeah.
Office thief. I work in a small office of about a dozen people. We often work late hours, and I usually leave a couple of sets of gym clothing in my desk. Last Friday, I wanted to take some of my used clothing home after a busy week and noticed that all of my used underwear was missing. I know I did not misplace 3 sets, and lots of people have been working on a big project all week. How do I bring up the subject of theft? There are several people who have access to my desk and a couple of people who I suspect. What do I do? That is nasty.
Yeah. Honestly, if it was me, I would probably just completely ignore it.
You know what? That's almost what what Prudy went with.
Like, remove the temptation? Don't leave your dirty underwear there anymore? Or?
Okay, well, you might want to start taking those home.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're already missing 3 pairs of dirty, used panties from in the... Now, my first response is it's a bit. Because if we knew that Diane or Kaylee, Tyler... If we knew that they...
Can just say, you ask me, and then you can answer for yourself. Don't...
No.
You're trying to make me a part of your answer, and I'm not comfortable
Well,
not
you don't know
knowing.
what my answer is yet.
I can assume what you're going to say.
Okay, let's pretend that... We'll use Diane. Diane has left several pairs of used panties in her desk, right? And we know they're there.
Yep.
What are we doing?
I am doing nothing.
Tyler.
I,
right,
as an individual,
right,
am doing nothing.
When I tell you that, okay, hey, let's take them out and hide them, are you talking me out of it, or are you like, yeah, that's a good idea, go do it?
What's the point of hiding them?
It's funny.
It's a funny.
Because then Diane has to go.
Funny.
Diane has to go reach her hand in there to take home her dirty squirrels. And I've got them. First of all, I'm going to take them out and hold them up and play with them. So that's number one. Not like in
Put them on your head.
No. Well, maybe, but not like in like a dirty fetish, like these are awesome kind of way.
That's why I don't think it's a bit.
But kind of it. Yeah, no.
Because we're no strangers to the fetish.
Okay, but come on, somebody's gonna. That's a coworker stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why
you want them and they don't want you.
Now.
Yeah.
No. I think I disagree. I think that's somebody who's like, hey, I know Diane's got some used underpants in her desk. I'm gonna take them out and I'm gonna hide them or I'm gonna hang them up.
First of all, wouldn't you think do they have to snoop in order to know that she's got that in her drawer?
I don't know. It just says that I noticed that all my used underwear was missing.
First, take it home. Take it. You go home every night.
No.
Take it home.
Said that
it doesn't matter.
Over the week,
you can take it home every night.
They were all working long hours.
Take it home.
Have you ever had dirty underpants in your desk?
No.
Kaylee? No. You're not with me. You wouldn't. I'm not going to take Diane's. Yeah, I can say this comfortably.
In fact,
I'm not going to take Diane's underwear and take them home and be all like, oh yes, I let me rub them on myself.
9.5 times out of 10, when we have to end up at the hotel or whatever.
Right.
I will purposely go and throw my bag in my car.
Why? Instead of bringing your bag in here?
Yes.
Who's going through your bag?
If anybody would, I'd have to say you would, and I wouldn't trust. I wouldn't trust. Sorry, I would not trust that you would not try to be, funny, or you'd think it's cute or mischievous or whatever,
right,
and start going through my crap. That's why I lock it in my car.
Okay, but and I appreciate the honesty. I wouldn't do it if you were here.
Okay,
like that's not the fun bit.
What's to say I go check mail or do something where I'm across.
When was the last time you even walked down that
I usually
hallway?
go like once a month.
Okay, so that's not going to be the case.
No, but okay.
Don't you agree?
Who's to say?
I wouldn't open Diane's suitcase or her overnight bag and get her underwear out of there.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I feel like you would draw the line.
Yes,
at
thank
that.
You. Now, if you left your bag here overnight and you were like, I'm going to go home, I just don't feel like taking it home, then I may take something out of there and hang it up as a bit. But I think, tell me you agree that I'm not taking your underwear and like sniffing it and getting off with it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
But that's not to say that it wouldn't be hanging from my microphone the next morning.
Probably would be.
Kaylee's laughing because she knows it's true.
Yeah, no, that I totally fess that I would do.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
That's why I think what's going on here is a bit. I don't think somebody's stealing their underwear and like aardvarking it.
Elliot.
What? I was just trying to think of an animal that had like a big sniffer. I'm not doing that.
Whoever's doing it, unless she...
Kaylee, have you ever left underpants in there?
Yeah. Like take it home every night.
What did she say?
Said she's confused as to why this woman's just like throwing... I know she's working long hours, but she does go home at night.
I usually leave a couple of sets of gym clothing in my desk if she wants to go work out.
Okay, but then when the gym clothes are dirty, take them home.
She does. At the end of the week, she was going to take them home, but that's when all of them
were... Because
you're
so busy.
The what? Why is that gross?
Because they're sitting there festering in your desk.
What do you got going on that's sitting there festering?
If you sweat, your clothes are going to stink after the gym.
Okay, but maybe she doesn't wear them to the gym. Maybe she changes like into some kind of like pant or something like that.
That's not what she's saying.
Okay, all right.
That's why it just seems odd. Like whoever's stealing them
and that's why,
is snooping through her stuff.
Can I tell you, I don't like what Prudence says here. By the way, I have to meet Prudence. I don't like where she says, yes, you have a pervert in your midst. You're going to be looking at every guy in the office with a queasy feeling. But I'm afraid this is one of those things that you'll just have to handle in a preventative manner. So this chick's still walking around knowing that some dude's pulling panties out of her desk. But you know what?
She'll never get those 3 back.
I can also side with the dude. If you're leaving panties in your desk, you're asking for somebody to rifle through there.
No.
Yes. As a bit. Yes.
I can't get on board with that.
You could tell me anybody downstairs whether I
Is
know
she
them
saying,
or not.
hey, guess what's in this drawer? She's not saying that.
Doesn't matter. If word gets out, if somebody came in, right, I can't even think of a woman who works downstairs. Beth, no. Katie, no. I'm out. But
anyway.
if there was a girl who worked downstairs, Jean Urey, if somebody told me that Jean had panties in her desk, I would have like a magnet was drawing me. I would have to go down there and pull them out.
I'm always with you when we say we'd see anyone, male or female, in this office naked.
Oh, and having sex. I'd watch a sex tape with anybody in this office, too.
Oh, yeah, that goes without saying.
All right.
Naked in any contact.
Yeah, 100%.
I can't see myself snooping down the stairs with you. It's one thing to steal coffee.
I don't believe
it's another
you would
thing
go
to
with
steal
me.
someone's unmentionables.
I don't believe that you would go with me to get Jean Urey's panties.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, no. But I don't think you would stop me, like try to give me the, dude, that's a bad idea.
I get uncomfortable when we steal coffee. I do say, come on, because you get greedy. You take too much.
I take the whole box.
I'm like, no one wants the cinnamon roll.
All right, Lindsay, you hold tight 1 second for me, okay?
All right, thank you.
You got it. Hold on 1 second.
Asking for anything.
You leave underwear in your drawer and people know about it, you're asking for somebody to take them out and have them and do a bit.
But so word got around. Somebody saw that when she opened the drawer.
Somebody knew.
Yeah. Unless somebody was just being nosy and rifling through it, and then he was like, whoa, jackpot.
Somebody knew. And listen, I know you want, and that's where I disagree with Prudy. I don't go the perv route. I really don't.
Axel's got a good point online.
Go ahead.
Well, he's wondering, of all the clothes, just the panties are missing. I can't. Just the underwear is missing.
I hate the word panties.
Why?
I just hate it.
Well, then take them off.
Say underwear.
Oh. They're panties. That's what they are.
No.
Squirrel covers.
That's worse.
Well, no pleasing you. I wanted to take some of my used clothing home after a busy week and noticed that all of my used underwear was missing.
Okay,
it sounds like it's just the underwear.
Then Axel says it's definitely a pervert.
Why?
If it was a bit, it'd be everything.
No, I disagree. That's what makes the bit.
I know. I like the idea that it's a bit if all the clothes are
Yeah.
because then you can't even get labeled. Say she discovers who it is, and it's like a ha-ha, it's funny, it's a funny.
Right.
But if it's just the underwear and you're trying to then play it off when you're caught as a bit,
Right.
You're still kind of skeevy.
No, and I'll tell you why. I feel like the only time that you steal a chick's underwear is either A, it's somebody you're like newly dating, or B, one night stand.
See, I can see the one night stand thing. Why would you take the underwear of the girl you're dating? Because then there's the likelihood she's going to find it.
No, you hide those. Come on, you know where you're hiding stuff.
She's snooping, and she's going to be like, "Why do you have my underwear?"
She's not nosing that good. I'll tell you that. No.
You have a very good eye.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, it's somebody that you've been intimate with.
No.
Or you're on the verge of being intimate with.
It's a creep.
But somebody at work, like, I would not take Diane's underpants and use them in a sexual way. I wouldn't take Jean's underpants and use them in a sexual way.
Don't you think?
But I would take Jean's underpants as a bit.
People buy used underwear out of vending machines.
Yes, those are animals, Diane.
Okay.
Nah, you know what? I'm not going to put them down. That's
But
what
They're Asian.
No,
or on Craigslist.
But people are into it. But they're not harming anybody.
No.
It's like the girl we talked to
With the socks
a week ago who
last
was selling
week.
dirty ass stinky socks.
Okay,
online.
but same thing.
I don't
if
fault
somebody,
anybody there. That's what they're into.
You know what? You just saved this guy some money and some time because he doesn't have to go through Craigslist to buy it. He's just getting it out of your drawer.
But I'll tell you the difference, though, is that if somebody was going to do that at work, there's too much of a risk of real trouble coming out of that. If your thing is that you're into dirty, stinky, nasty panties, and that's kind of what you get off with, you're not taking that from work. That's too big of a risk. That's too big of a risk. That hurdle's too high. If it's a bit, it's funny. I would check the ceiling tiles. I would check your microphone. Like, all those are good places that they go. I'd check the door. I'd hang them up on the door.
And I'd be running to HR.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
As somebody who just worked there, or as the girl?
As the girl. You have to. This is gonna escalate.
Prudence says don't go to HR. She says the only reason you would go to HR is just to let it be known that you've at least put it on file.
Yes, because
not to solve it, just to file it.
And you put it on file because this is not going to be the only thing that this person does to the employee. And now the case is made against the coworker, and it's easy to let him go.
So now are you going to? But now are you going to
see Elliot?
Now are you going to seed the guy into stealing more?
Am I going to what?
Are you going to seed him into more? Like, now are you going to leave now all of a sudden part of my strings hanging out of the drawer, so that now you want to get in there?
No. If you legitimately feel like this guy is a complete pervert, why would you bait him?
Catch him. Catch a predator.
What, are you going to set up a camera?
Yeah.
That would be easy.
No, it would be. Because it's a bit.
No, I'm team perv. Well, that's weird sounding. I'm team not bit.
Remove the temptation. Take your dirty ass gym clothes home.
So you're still mad at her for that?
No. I mean, I'm not mad at her, but it's like, it's take them home. You're going home every night. Take them home. It's not that big of an ordeal.
Okay, I'll take them home on Friday. That's when I take all my dirty panties home from work.
That's like in PE in high school when you were supposed to take your gym uniform home on Fridays to wash it.
No, once a month, right. Maybe. Besides, I was showering after gym. Hi, Elliot in the morning. Hello?
It's their phone.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that.
That took a second.
Yes, it did. Damn it, I lost line 4. Line 1. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, I got to agree with Diane. Seediest part of this story is the fact the woman's got dirty underwear in her drawers. I mean, come on, how bad does that have to smell at the end of the day?
Okay, can we be real
if
honest?
you wear a short skirt, you don't deserve to be raped. I mean, come on. It's not the woman's fault.
No, but it's like remove in my opinion, it's like remove the temptation. I agree too. Maybe having a little conversation with HR.
Why is there this belief that everybody's? Am I the only one whose clothes don't stink? If I put a pair of underwear, if I took my underwear off and put it in my drawer and left it there for a week, you're not going to be walking in there going like, "Oh my God, is it trash day? It stinks."
Okay, maybe I wouldn't be able to smell it across the room.
It's in the fibers.
Thank you. Yeah, but if I got close,
you always tell us that the chair,
yes,
has
my chair does smell, but
and
I'm
that you always talk
it.
about like having skid marks and stuff.
Well,
you think that's not going to smell?
Diane.
Hey, real talk.
Anyway, the thing filtering, the only thing helping the chair is your underwear.
Wait a minute, can I ask Diane a question though? If you took your underwear off right now, and you put it in your drawer. You lead me to believe like your desk would smell like a city dump by the end of the week.
No, but this woman is talking about going to the gym. I'm taking a guess that she's running on a treadmill. You're going to sweat. It's going to stink.
Hey, what's with the turkey vultures on the window ledge?
It's not that. I don't think it's that bad.
If you're going to the gym and running, it's going to be wet and stinky from sweat. Yeah.
My hockey bag stinks because my pads stink because they get
from
wet.
Sweat.
Yes, but I don't wash my hockey pads.
Okay.
But you know what does like the rest of my stuff doesn't smell. Well, I mean Jackie washes it. What?
Yeah, and they're sitting in her desk for 5 days.
I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
You think you would be able to nose out Diane's dirty panties?
No. Back to you.
Honestly, I don't think you would smell your underwear after 5 days of sitting in your desk.
If they're sweaty?
No, I really don't think you'd smell it. I really don't. I mean, not the way you people. You people are talking about it like it's like honestly, it's like dog crap is like hidden somewhere in there with some shrimp.
No, but they're still gonna smell.
Yeah, I'm not with you. I'm not with you. All right, dude, I appreciate it. Line 4. Hi, Elliot in the morning. Hello.
Hey, hello?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Hey, man. So speaking of gym bags and how bad they stink, I work out in the morning, especially in the summertime. I'll leave my gym bag in the car. So at 4 o'clock when I get back in my car, the smell in my car is absolutely terrible.
Man, you guys have some bad-smelling bodies.
No, it's just...
My body smells good.
He's throwing wet, sweaty clothes into a gym bag, and then it's like out cooking in the parking lot all day.
Okay, but in the office, it's not cooking. They're just sitting there with the rest of her clothes.
It's still in a little confined space.
The stench.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think it's a bit.
Nathan online wants us to stop assuming it's a guy stealing it.
Oh, you know what? That's
fair.
That's a very fair. You know what? I would actually be more apt to say it probably is a woman.
Why?
Well, you weren't for the first 20 minutes.
Never crossed my mind. But now that you've brought a woman into it, now I'm willing to bet that it probably is a woman.
But
Why?
You're still working under the assumption it's a bit?
No, if it's a woman, I'm going to give you that she just wants them.
Oh, so now she's the perv.
Not a perv, just theft. I'm going to wear them. I'm going to wear them.
It's worse than your bit theory.
Why? Women don't steal underwear?
Somebody says, how come it can't be a woman who needed some panties?
Yeah, no. Exactly. If you wanted to...
Elliot just tweeted that.
No. I bet women steal underwear from Victoria's Secret all the time.
Okay, those are new.
Okay, well, as soon as you wash these,
that's your everyday theft.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with this.
If I take these home and wash them, you know what they are? New. I'd wear used underwear if they were just washed. I know the person whose they are. You know what? I'm with them. I believe it's a woman. And they're stealing them to use. Hi, Elliot in the morning. Hello?
Yes.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Hey, I figured, why can't she maybe talk to her boss discreetly, maybe get another lock for her desk or something, or Maybe it's a woman taking them.
Yeah, no, it's definitely now. I'm definitely on the woman thing. I'm definitely into that. But why would a woman? But hey, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. She can't lock her desk because they all work together. But what other reason would a woman steal them for? You don't think a woman's like aardvarking them?
I have to let a moment of silence pass before I can say anything.
Go ahead.
3, 2, 1. Deep breath. It could also be somebody who's not so much doing it as a bit.
Right.
But if you're going to go woman.
Right.
And you don't want to say it's...
lesbian fetish?
Like a pervert thing. Just somebody who hates her.
Oh, see, that's
so
good too.
It's born out of anger.
So spite steal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what? I'll show this bitch.
Exactly.
I'll take her underwear and throw them out. What are you doing?
Cleaning something off my computer screen.
Oh, see, I like that. That's also good. And you know how you women are. You get all spiteful and angry at each other.
We're like that.
If you were mad at Kaylee and you wanted to get at her, let's pretend it's last week, and you wanted to get at her, wouldn't you just steal her underwear out of her drawer and throw them?
That would never occur to me.
Burn them.
No.
Just throw them out on the side of the road on the way home.
I win.
And then somebody on the news
burning
they'd be
her
like,
underwear.
There's all these Steelers underpants on the side of the road. I do like that it's an angry woman. I do like that. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
You could be convinced into anything.
I've totally flipped over that it's a woman. 100%. I'm sorry, yes. Who is this?
Hey, this is Mike. How are you?
Good. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, when my wife and I were in Iceland, they got those geothermal pools that you can go to.
Oh, yeah. What is the Blue Lagoon?
The Blue Lagoon.
Yeah, right. I took all my clothes off in the Blue Lagoon and held them over my head. Nobody could see. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. They stole my wife's Victoria's Secret underwear when we were at the Blue Lagoon.
Did they really?
Yeah, someone in the girls' locker room or women's locker room did.
Oh, at least you guys had a locker room. We just had to leave our stuff just like sitting on a chair, like just out like in the waiting area.
Hope they don't steal it.
Well, and they totally watch you shower there to make sure that you cleanse enough before you go in the geothermal pools. There's actually a lady assigned in there that actually physically watches you shower. So I think they're
not a bad gig.
Victoria's Secret, but that's just me.
Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. Was your girlfriend pissed?
Yeah, she was kind of upset. I mean, we're traveling, so, she brought a certain amount of clothes, but we think they were going after the brand because we didn't see any, name brand.
Right. No, that makes sense. By the way, that's why you always travel with the extra pair of underwear. In case somebody steals it, you accident one. So you should
I've never accidented one.
All right, let me grab one more. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Is this me?
Yes, hi.
Hey, so you're talking about all this. Well, first of all, my friends and I used to sell our underwear and socks online in college.
There we go. There's another one.
Craigslist.
There's another one. How much were you getting?
It depends. It depends on what you're willing to post. You can get anything from like $5 to several $100.
Well, we talked to a chick last week who was selling her socks online, and she was saying like the more beat up and holey and stinky they were, the more money she got.
Yeah, it's totally all about kind of how you sell them. I mean, sometimes you'll luck out and get a lot of money, and sometimes you won't. But it's real.
How much did you make in college?
Well, I was also doing other things, working as a sex worker in other general ways. So, I mean, it's good money when it's something that you are consenting to and eagerly consenting to. I mean, I was making money all sorts of ways.
Can I have two questions. One for you, young lady, and then one for Tyler. Let me start with you. Let me start with Tyler. The company's laying off more people this week.
Yes.
You find yourself out of work.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to sell your underwear to make money?
Nope.
Why not?
It's
good money.
Well, is it good money for our gender?
Do guys sell their underwears online?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
Some
yeah,
chick
sure.
there's girl pervs.
Maybe that's an untapped market.
Yep.
There's girl pervs. Dude, and I'm sitting on a landmine.
Figuratively and literally.
Hey, when you said you were doing other things as a sex worker to earn money, were you like prostituting?
Well, hold on one second. So that's something that I always have to preface this because it's really important. If you're doing any of that, it shouldn't be necessarily about money. I realize sometimes it is, but it needs to be about because it's something that you enjoy doing or because it's something that you want to do, you're choosing to do. Anyone who feels forced into doing anything like that for money, it's not okay.
Sure, I get that.
But no, I worked as a cam girl in college. It was great. It was awesome. But I'm pulling into a parking garage and I'm going to lose you. So
oh, damn it. No, don't cut out. Don't cut out. Please don't cut out.
It's never their fault. Okay, bye.
Please. Wait. Hello?
It's their phone.
Oh, damn parking garage.
Convenient end of the drive.
Ah, son of a bitch.
To be honest, Cam Girl was sort of a letdown. It's like, who hasn't done that?
The best of Elliot in the morning.
Smell my face.
DC 101. This is the best of Elliot in the morning on DC 101.
Chris, your living situation, apartment, house?
I own a home, but I have rented several apartments over several years.
But never rented a house?
No. Well, I rented a townhouse. Does that count? I mean...
I've never rented a townhouse, so I don't know how that works. But, like, when you rent a townhouse, is that through, for example, whenever I would rent an apartment or my family would rent an apartment, you would go to, like, the leasing office, and then, you would fill out the paperwork and you would rent an apartment in the building or the complex. Are townhouses, like, through the owner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Good. Maybe you can help me here. Because I was reading this story. I don't understand it, but there's a woman. She lives in Maryland. I don't remember exactly where she was. But when you rent in your case, the townhouse, so you go to the person that owns it, and you say, hey, I want to rent out the townhouse or the house. Is there like all kinds of like legal forms and contracts and all that other, like is it
sign a lease?
But is it different than when have you rented a house?
Rent a townhouse, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you should have said something. So have you ever rented a house?
No,
apartments.
Yes.
Yeah, so same thing. You go to the leasing office and that's that. So, but is it very casual in terms of like the forms and everything that get filled out? Like when you rent an apartment, you're renting it. I mean, there's document after document after document after document.
See, in our case, it was because my roommate's parents owned the place.
Okay, that doesn't count. That's going to be hard.
And then like they had a friend of theirs who was like acting as that's who we wrote the rent checks to and stuff like that. So it wasn't it's not like it was you were going through, a stranger.
Okay. Now, Chris, when you rented the townhouse, was there a lot of paperwork and everything that went along with that?
There was. It wasn't nearly as much as when I bought a home, or like you said, as much to rent an apartment. But when we did it, we went through a rental agency, so there was kind of like a middle person handling the paperwork. But there were times where I had to deal with the owner directly as well.
Because I'm trying to this one woman. Now she's been caught. But it sounds like a great scam if you could pull it off for a while. And it sounds like the only reason she got caught is she got greedy. So this woman was renting out a house. Let me take that back. This one woman was renting out 6 houses. She owned none of them. So she would go find a vacant house. She would get into the house, change the locks on the house, and then rent them out to people for a crap ton of money on monthly rent. Isn't that genius? Like, there's a house in our neighborhood that's been vacant. We have 2 houses in our neighborhood that have been vacant well over a year. How smart would it be to just get in there, change the locks, take all the signs down, and just rent them out to people that are looking to rent?
But that's it. You said she got greedy.
I feel like she was doing 6 houses. She was a landlord for 6 houses.
But so the people that ultimately owned, were these like bank owned houses?
No, not in all cases. But like, I know one of the houses in our neighborhood, the people, I don't know where they moved, but they don't live in DC anymore. They're gone. So I guess whoever the real estate people are that, I mean, they haven't sold the house. I mean, it's been
on the market forever.
Oh, 14, 15 months. It's just sitting there, vacant.
And obviously the realtor never checks on it.
No. I mean, they don't have open houses or anything anymore. No. I mean, they haven't wasted any time trying to mow the grass. And then there's another one where they're selling it. And I don't think those people live. I think they live in Florida. I think he got a job. They moved to Florida, and their house is sitting vacant. They can't sell it. So why wouldn't I get in there and change the locks and try to just rent it out for a while until I get caught, and then go, oh, you know what? Didn't realize.
This was cool.
Didn't realize. But is it easy to do?
Because you think there's not as much formality to it?
Yeah.
You know what? Looking back, I did rent a house twice in college. That was different because there were a lot of guys.
Right.
5 of us at one point, and then the other time was just a basement. It wasn't the whole house. But those interactions and transactions were definitely nothing like the leasing offices at the apartments.
So it literally is, hey, Jim, my name's Elliot. I'll pay you, $2,000 a month. I get this house. We're good to go. I'll see you. I'll write my check every month.
The contract essentially had the LegalZoom watermark on it because it was just the printout.
That's it.
Nothing specific to the
because they don't want lawyer fees and all that other stuff building up.
Give them first and last, so they know that if you trash the place, they're at least going to get.
I don't know. You know what? That's how I get you in.
I
don't need last.
No, but
you know what? I trust you.
No, you get a security deposit because you're not getting that back.
Okay, but I'm not. I don't care whether I'm not looking to give you money back at the end. I don't own this house. I don't have to clean it up for the next tenant. I'm just renting out a vacant house.
So what did she say when she got caught?
Oh, you know what?
Like, did she have an excuse?
Hold on. Let me see. So anyway, she was charging $1,650 a month on a vacant house that she didn't own. The 31-year-old woman, well, first she claimed she bought the house that was in foreclosure at a tax sale, and that they were mistaken about whether she was the rightful owner. They went back and checked that she did not. The house was never in foreclosure, and she also couldn't provide any kind of proof of ownership.
Oops.
During the course of the investigation, police found out that all tax payments on the house were current, and the house had not been sold at a tax sale and had never been sold from its owner. Police also learned that the woman that the phone number that the woman gave went to a real estate office. She didn't work there. And then officers were able to obtain a search warrant, her personal vehicle. She also ran everything out of a P.O. box. It's just easier to do business that way. I use that as kind of my office. And that she had illegally entered the house, changed the locks, and then turned around and rented it for her own personal gain. She ran the scheme with 3 properties and has 3 other cases pending. 6 freaking houses. It's got to be easy. Because she's running 5 that nobody caught.
Ashley's got a question on Twitter.
Yes, Ashley has a question.
What did she do for utilities? Or is there no cross-referencing that those companies do?
What do you mean?
To see that the house is in foreclosure or vacant or abandoned?
Yeah, but if you moved into a house, let's say I rented the house to you.
Yeah.
Right?
Rented? Okay.
Yeah. I moved out. I haven't been able to sell my house, and now I'm going to rent it. You get in there and you go, hey, my name's Tyler Molnar. I just moved into Falls Church. I need to have the power and the electricity and everything turned on at whatever. Or you know what? If these houses are being rented out, I bet the owners never had the electricity and everything. You still have to have the power on,
right?
So that if somebody wants to come see it or do any of that, power was probably already there.
So the original owners are still paying?
Yeah. You know what I'm going to do for you?
She was able to enter these houses and
I have the only
change
key.
the locks.
I went through a window.
And you think the utilities were still running?
I know one of the houses in my neighborhood, the utilities are on because they keep lights on in there. So you could look in and see that there's nothing in the house. But when I drive by it to come to work in the morning, the lights are on and there's nothing in there. The house is literally empty. But here's what I do for you, Mr. Molnar.
Yeah.
Utilities are included.
It's hard to say no.
Man.
You know what? Utilities are included. If you got a coax, just hook your TV up. You're good to go.
Coax.
You are set and ready to go.
But are these just like the original owners, the people who rightfully own the house? Are these just people with so much money they just...
I think it's probably everything.
They're not in... I don't dire need of having their house sold?
No, I don't think she's renting out houses, mansions in McLean. I think what she did
doesn't matter.
She found regular, decent houses and said, you know what? $1,650, utilities included, you're in.
Yeah, but no, she found houses where the owners could no longer afford to be there.
Or had to move.
Well, okay. If you had to move above board, you probably would have had some
like a real estate agent
things in line to make sure that this didn't happen.
But even if
the people in my neighborhood, dude, their houses have sat empty for over a year.
Okay.
But even if they're in foreclosure, nobody from the bank bothers to check on the properties.
That's why. But I don't think they were in foreclosure. I think that these are people that are just I'm telling you, both of them have for sale signs in their yard, and nobody is ever there. Like, it's been a year, over a year. Nobody's there. Nobody's checking on it. They know they're not selling that house. Owners won't drop their price, whatever the case is. Nobody's going to buy it.
Yeah.
They're selling hot properties. They're not selling these cold fish.
I don't know. To me, it seems like I'd get another real estate agent.
You know what? Now I'm already in.
What? Well, you haven't sold it in a year. I should probably give you another 6 months. You've sucked for this long.
But it's got to be easy to do then. If you did one or two, I bet you could get away with it. My fear would be, then what happens when, oh my God, the house sold? Is that when you just go in and go, hey, you know what, I got to boot you out, I'm selling the house?
Well, you have to give them the first shot at buying it. That's the law.
So I go...
Are these squatters?
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
If you're renting my house from me, and I'm trying to sell it.
Yes. Well, okay, you've been in the process, so maybe up front they were given the opportunity to buy it. But when I rented the house in college, we were juniors in college and had to pass on buying a house in Georgetown. It was an easy decision.
But they never came back to you at the end.
It was at the end. He decided to sell it at the end of our lease, right at the end. And he said, I'm going to sell it.
I'll give you guys the first right of refusal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, see, I just boot you right out. I just come in and go, hey, you know what? I'm selling. You're out. Peace, bro.
So you can't do that.
Really? By law, I have to give you the opportunity?
I believe. And it may vary
then I
by
double the
jurisdiction,
price.
but it makes sense that you would do that.
Yeah, but I would... If you were trying to sell the house, I want you out of the house because I found out it really sold. It's not my house. So that's why I would just go to you and go, hey, you know what? I can sell you the house. I'm going to kick you out because I have an offer in on the house. I'll sell it to you for $8 million. And then you would say, you know what, Siegel, go F. And I'd be like, all right, then get the hell out. You got 3 days.
I like that I'm trying. That sounds illegal too. Yeah. I'm trying to invoke some legal requirement for a scenario that's wholly illegal.
No, but can't they kick you out of a rented house like that? Can't they tell you you've got 24 hours to pack and screw?
I thought you always said it's impossible to evict somebody.
Yeah, but now I'm selling the house.
Doesn't matter.
No, it's impossible to evict somebody because you think that they're behind in their... Well, no, you don't think, you know they're behind in their rent.
I would think
they're
it's
being
the
destructive.
No.
I think for selling, I think you can evict them in 24 hours.
There's no way it's 24 hours.
Bet me.
I would think it's got to be like 30 days. You got to let people have time to find another place to live and get all their crap packed up.
You know that when you rent. You know that when you rent. If I sell this house, you're donezo.
I feel like most leases I've signed over the years,
right.
you get 30 days.
Then you know
to
what?
Get out.
Then go hire a lawyer, and I'll see you in court. In the meantime, I'm going to put a pod out in the yard.
Oh, I have it right here. It's on page 3.
Go ahead. Go call a lawyer. Your crap will be in a pod.
I don't need a lawyer. It's right here on page 3.
What are you going to do? Just drop the contract off at the courthouse and hope somebody looks at it? Yeah, go get a lawyer. I'll see you down the road. That's going to cost you money. Good luck finding me. Line 3. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, this me?
Yeah, hi. Who's this?
This is Will. Hey, this happened to me, and the eviction is tomorrow.
Yeah, you got kicked out of your house literally in 24 hours, right?
What'd you say?
You got kicked out in 24 hours?
No. Somebody rented a house that we have on the market for sale, and it's a foreclosure pending. The foreclosure's like 2 weeks away. But about 2 or 3 months ago, they put it on Craigslist, got it rented, broke in, changed the lock, and we've had to evict them since.
Oh, my God. So, wait. So, literally, this thing happened to you. Somebody else went in like they owned the house and was renting it to somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude!
Exactly. They had a fake, they had a lease, they had everything, and the tenants or the occupants, they changed their lock. They put the utilities in their name. I mean, they're the real victim. And,
holy crap!
But in the end, when they found out about it, and when they were like, when they realized that they had been conned, we tried to, if there was a buyer trying to buy this house, and they're occupying it. Look, we tried to pay for them to leave, find them a new place, and they kind of put their foot down, so we had to evict them, and that happens tomorrow. It's been a long road, but it is common in Baltimore. It is very common.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What a great scam. No offense to you who's in the middle of it, but what a fantastic scam.
Yeah, it's a great scam. Anyway.
Hey, how long have you been trying to evict the person?
We tried to do cash for keys, and that we started evicting maybe 3 weeks ago. We try to stay away from an eviction if we could because they're not a tenant. You know, they are, but they're not. You know, they had some lease, and it was obvious the lease wasn't right. You know, it was obvious that something wasn't right here. But you know, we try to pay them to say, look, we don't want to. It sucks for you. We want, because see, what's happening is the house is being foreclosed on right now, and there's a buyer trying to buy the house.
Yeah, right. You want to sell. You want to sell the house. Yeah.
What's up?
You want to sell the house. You don't want it to foreclose.
Exactly. So there's a buyer trying to buy the house, and they can't get in because these occupants are there. And the bank is trying to foreclose on it, which is 2-3 weeks away. I mean, it's just crazy.
Oh, my God, dude. You're coming down to the wire.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's a mess. It's a great scam, though.
Hey, but, what did they do to the people who went in and changed the locks and rented the house out?
Oh, we have no idea who that is.
What do you mean you have no idea who that is?
We don't know who. They put an ad on Craigslist. All we know are the people that picked up the ad and paid for it.
Well, how did they get the keys and everything? They don't know who they're paying rent to?
Yeah, Baltimore City Police. I mean, good luck.
All right, dude. Hey, listen. Let me know how that turns out. That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, eviction tomorrow, so we'll let you know.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Just throw all Diane's stuff in the pod. Tell her to get a lawyer. See you in court. All right, bro.
The best of Elliot in the morning continues after this. The best of Elliot in the morning.
Elliot in the morning.
DC 101.
Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing just fine. Yourself?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. So wait, now talk to me about have you been in one of these house rental scam properties?
No, but I do work for a contractor for HUD. I was calling. Forgive me, I missed the first half of the conversation, but
in a nutshell, there's this woman who lives in Maryland. I don't know where she lives in Maryland, but she had 6 houses that were just sitting vacant. Right. And so she would break in, she would change the locks, and then rent them out to people as though she was the owner of the house, just renting them, or work for I don't know if she passed herself off as the owner or like a rental agency, whatever it was. She then she has nothing to do with the houses other than she knew that they were vacant. She would go in, she would change the locks, and then she would rent them out to people for about $1,600-$1,800 a month. And now she finally got caught, but she was running 6 of these houses.
Well, that's not actually as hard as you would think.
Yes, it is. It seems horribly hard.
Well, no, and the reason I say that is because for the company I work for, we don't commandeer these houses, but basically, in a nutshell, we send people out or send companies out to take custodial care of these homes, basically mowing the lawn, maintaining electricity. So the people that work for these companies know where the owners are, how long they're going to be gone sometimes, depending on whether the houses have been foreclosed on or if the owners have just moved and not abandoned it, but if they've just they've let it go for a while.
Right.
So people, I don't know what company this woman works for, but there are ways of knowing when the owners are coming back, if they're coming back. A lot of these houses that are left vacant are left with the utilities on for the sake of safety, security.
Right, that's what I was saying. There's 2 houses in my neighborhood that have been vacant for over a year. Yeah. And one of the one that I know where the power is on because I see it when I come to work every day, that thing sat there for over a year.
Oh, yeah.
And the lights and everything is on. So I could just break in there, change the locks, and rent it out.
Well, even the companies that do this, it's not even breaking in. They're required to go change the locks because they have possession of the property. It doesn't mean they own it necessarily. It just means they have it in their possession. It's under their care. Oh. So if she knew that, she knew if the owners were coming back, she knew when they were coming back. So if they weren't coming back for 2 years, she could say, all right, guys, 24 month lease. Let's go.
So it could be somebody. So if I knew somebody who worked for one of the agencies like you work for, and like you said, you kind of keep up a house when somebody's going to be gone for a while.
Right.
It would be very easy for me to go, hey, you know what? I know I got 12 months, but then what does the agency do about coming over and taking care of everything? Or do you just kind of, if I work for the agency, would I just tell the agency, hey, you know what? That house sold. We're good to go. That's off the market.
Well, not even that. A lot of times for companies, they literally will do what we call a drive-by, and you walk by and you check the lawn to make sure it's not too long, because a lot of times states or counties throw a temper tantrum when the grass gets too high, and that's when the taxes go up because they have to come out and mow the lawn.
They don't care in Falls Church.
What? I'm sorry?
They don't care in Falls Church. That crap could be up to your waist. They don't.
That's a fact. Yeah. Oh yes, I know. I've got some properties there. Don't you worry.
Okay.
They don't care.
Do not talk down to me and my neighbors.
Hey, I live in Manassas. I don't want to hear it.
That's America's most livable community. Hey,
yes.
So you're telling me that this goes on regularly?
It's not that it goes on regularly. It's just not that inconceivable. I mean, again, because we go in and change the locks anyway. We know when they're coming back. We know who's taking care of the utilities. And as far as, I think someone mentioned a tax sale before, just because a home's taxes have been sold, it does not mean the home itself has been sold. It just means whoever's paying the taxes has taken over. And a lot of times that's either HUD or an arm of HUD. It doesn't mean it's a HUD property. It just means that HUD, is taking care of the taxes.
Because I was saying, I've never rented a house in my. I always had an apartment, and so you would go like through the leasing office at the complex. But is it pretty easy to rent a house?
Oh yeah, I rented a house myself, and it's kind of, now if someone gives you a P.O. box to send a check to, that should have been their first bell and whistle. And if you're going to rent a house on Craigslist, again, I think, come on. It's Craigslist. I've been scammed I've been trying to be scammed on Craigslist before. But yeah, it's not that difficult. You go in, you sign your lease. It says, no pets, or you give a security deposit, you high five, and then you're done.
Hey, can I ask this? If somebody said, hey, listen, you're going to send a check to a P.O. box, would that raise a red flag? That would not raise a red flag with me.
Oh, it should.
Why? I would just think this person doesn't want to run business out of their house. They don't want me mailing checks to their house. They just want it to their post office.
Well, it's going to kind of depend, because a lot of times if someone's going to do it, legitimately, yeah, you can go to LegalZoom or something like that. But a lot of people to protect themselves, they will go through, they'll have a lawyer sign document, or they'll have someone, they'll have a management company, or they'll have a third party involved to make sure that they don't get screwed.
Yeah, P.O. Box, that doesn't scare me off of anything.
P.O. Box should be a red flag, or like if they tell you to wire the money directly.
Oh, yeah.
That
one of my favorite things we hear a lot
be a red flag.
Is when someone says, give me your bank account information. I'm going to send you a little, if you just give me a little money, we'll have it connected. I'll just take it out that way.
I may as well just have them move in with me.
Yeah.
Honestly, Tyler, would a P.O. Box throw you off? Would that red flag you at all?
Not before 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, that wouldn't. I would just think that's how they do it. And if they said, all right, listen, for your first month's rent, to make sure everything is good, I need you to wire the money to this account number, I would do that too.
That I'd probably step back from.
Well, what are you going to do? Write them a check?
Yeah.
No. If they said then
money order.
Then you go, okay, money order, yeah. Check I'm not doing, because then I'm like, this is going to bounce. Like, there's nothing good going on here.
So you're trying to scam them
numbers
anyway.
all over it.
Right, yeah.
So let's do money order.
Yeah, money order I would do.
Yeah.
I'd do it in a second. I would do a money order and drive it to their P.O. box.
A lot of people do PayPal, which is a big one.
Do that too.
That way.
Yeah, I'd do it all. I'd give them cash if they wanted it. I'm just looking to move in, and my utilities are included. Bingo! Home run. I'm the worst. I don't know how I don't get scammed like that.
The two parties may not screw each other over PayPal, but the third party that is hacking PayPal once a week is stealing both of your identities.
All right, do you deal with evictions at all?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not my department, but I definitely have a hand in it.
Aren't I right? Like if I'm legally renting a house to you, and you go in and you're wiping feces on the wall and like all that other stuff, it takes forever for me to evict you. But if I sell my house, I can evict you in 5 minutes.
There is a mandatory legal 2-week, not waiting period, but even if they're throwing feces all over the walls, you have to give them 2 weeks. So even if you sell your house, and someone's living in it, they don't legally have to be notified. Kind of. It's kind of a gray area. I'm not super. I don't know all the legality there.
Right.
But you do have to give. There is a minimum amount of notice, and I think it's 2 weeks, but I'm not positive.
I got you. Appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am.
Can I get a T-shirt?
Yeah. Hold on 1 sec. I'll do that for you. Hold on 1 second. God, that is smart. And legally, they don't even have to tell you before they kick you out. They can just come in and go, sold the house. See you later. Don't let the door hit you where the old good Lord split you. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Hi, my name is Bobby.
Hey, what's up, Bobby?
How you doing?
Good.
So,
I read an interesting news article about this guy in Cincinnati some time ago. His name was Carr, and what he was doing was he was breaking into people's homes while they were on vacation for like a week or two.
Right.
And he was changing the locks, and he was making the place their own, claiming it as abandonment. And what's crazy is that apparently it almost worked. So, like, these families came home from vacation, and they got tied up in some form of legal battle. The guy's in jail now, but, you know, if you can go on vacation and have your house broken into.
Wait, so he would just find out when people were on vacation. He'd go to their house, break in. What's the point of even changing? So if they came home early, they couldn't get in?
Right. So they try to get in using their key, and it doesn't work. And they notice that some strange man's in their house.
Oh,
they call the cops, and this guy's coming to the door, and he's talking about how, well, they abandoned their house. I took it over. Abandonment, possession, all that.
Is it illegal to move into an abandoned house?
Yeah, honestly, don't know.
Aren't you a squatter at that point?
I don't know.
I'm just here. I was supposed to walk the dogs.
He
doesn't work.
There's no dogs.
I don't own a dog.
No, but like that doesn't even make sense to me. Because I would argue then, why do I have a house? I'll just go to one of the vacant houses in my neighborhood and just take that one over.
So now you're going to sell your house and go squat.
I'm not squatting. It's an abandonment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even understand how that would work.
You feel like there's some sort of loophole you're not cashing in
and
on.
I'm not talking about like that sovereign nation. I don't have to pay taxes crap. Well, I don't have to pay taxes.
You
That's
always
my
said you thought those people were pretty smart.
Those people are geniuses.
Sounds like you're talking like them.
Those people are geniuses. But like, man, could you imagine? You come home from vacation, like you go see your parents. You come home from vacation.
You're already miserable.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, thank God I'm home. No, this is weird. This is weird. And you can't get into your own house, but I'm inside walking around. I got the TV on. I'm dancing a little bit. I would flip the F out. I'd break in and go after the guy.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
By the way, are you taking a piss while I'm talking to you?
Am I what?
Are you taking a piss while I'm talking to you?
I am not.
Oh, okay. I heard something running behind you. All right, dude. Hey, I appreciate the phone call. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Later, man. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Totally was.
Yeah, no, don't you agree?
Yes.
Hi, Elliot in the morning. Hello? Yeah, hi, who's this?
This is John Wayne.
Okay, yes, go ahead, Duke.
I got the loophole that Diane was talking about. You need to look into adverse possession.
What is adverse possession?
Adverse possession is where you can go into an abandoned property or really anybody's house, and if nobody comes and claims that you're not doing the right thing, then you take over possession of the house.
Whoa. Back up for a second. So I find out that Diane isn't doing the right thing, and I take over her house?
No. She's say she abandons the house, but I'm saying that you wouldn't be doing the right thing, but you assume that you're taking possession of the house. You found this property that nobody uses, so you figure that you should use it, so it doesn't degrade the view of the community.
But what?
Like you keep talking about how you want the grass cut. Well, if you want the grass cut, you should move into the house, take possession of it.
Oh, what's up? I'm a land baron.
I want to see you do that.
Hell yeah! Now I'm these people are hurting my neighborhood.
I've been gone for a year.
By the way, there's a guy who lives down on the other end of my street. His house has just gone to trash, and he still lives there. I'm getting ready to evict him and take his house over.
Somebody should check and make sure he didn't fall or something.
And the thing is, this is the actual legal way to do it. It's written in the law books. It's 100% legal.
I can just take over somebody's house because they're not like they're not keeping it in line with the community.
Exactly. If they are not there for many years and the house is looking like absolute crap, you can move in, take care of that house, and then send documents to the courthouse and say, "Look, I started taking care of this house at this date, so I want to now take ownership of this house, and I want a deed presented in my name."
And the courthouse has to go, okay.
As long as you have followed the law as it is written, yes. And it is already in the books, and you can look it up and do it right now if you want.
Well, I'll let you look it up. But what is how long does the house have to just sit there before I can assume deedship?
It can sit there for 24 hours. The only limit on time is how long that you are actually taking possession. So even if you find a little plot of land, you can go out there and you can put a fence around there, put up a notice saying, I'm claiming adverse possession, and until somebody says that I'm in the wrong, then you take ownership.
Who would come in and say I'm in the wrong? Would it be like maybe the people who own the house?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they can definitely come back, and if they come back, then you say, well, now I'm claiming squatter rights, and I have X number of days until I have to leave.
You know whose yard I'm taking over? I have one, and I can't say I hate these people because I don't know them. As a group, I hate these people who have the sign up on their fence that says, this is a natural habitat, which just means...
Don't harm the wildflowers.
It just means I'm never going to mow. There's weeds all over here. God knows there's like snakes and rats and everything else living in there. But it's a natural habitat. I'm taking over their yard because they don't do anything with it. Hey, you want it back? Come mow and trim this crap. Honestly, I walk by there. It's everything I have to not take the bag of dog crap and just throw it in their yard.
And does you end up with like 40 mosquito bites when you walk past it every time?
Well, once you knock all the webs down, sure. It's a natural habitat. No, it's not. It's a trailer trash. It's horrible.
It's a vacant lot.
And I've got like 3 of them in my neighborhood. It is the worst. And you walk, it smells. Like the temperature, it's horrible. There's nothing. You can't see the house. I don't even know if people live there. But they got that stupid sign up. There's treat it as a natural habitat. Fine, I'm pissing your yard. But you know what? I like that. I'm going to put up a fence around part of their yard and get on it. I'm totally doing that.
You can do it anywhere. You could even if you wanted to actually fight the full out government, you could put a little plot up in the national forest and say, well, I fenced this off and I thought it was my property, so it's now my property.
No, I can't take over Yellowstone and do that. All right, dude. I appreciate the phone call. Thank you, my friend.
Oh yeah, you think I can get a T-shirt?
Yeah, hold on one second. I'll do that for you. Yes, Tyler.
To the lounge, which I've just taken possession of. Adverse possession takes at least 10 years in most jurisdictions and must be uninterrupted. He's right, but adverse possession in VA takes 20 years.
20 years? Boy, that house is going to have to sit.
Here's Charlie. I got algae growing on my siding for 2 years, and nobody has taken over yet.
Oh, my God, that's awesome.
The best of Elliot in the morning on DC 101. This is the best of Elliot in the morning on DC 101.
My favorite story from yesterday, and it just, I love it on so many levels. I don't even know where to start in terms of where I love it. So this family is on their way. They're on a flight. They are going they're on a Virgin Atlantic flight. I know they are on their way to Las Vegas. They had left London. So they're going from London to Las Vegas. And there's a 20-year-old woman on the flight, right? And
Is she part of the family?
Yeah.
So it's not kids.
No.
Or is she the mom?
No. She's
the daughter.
She's the daughter. Yeah, she's the daughter. And so I guess like mom and dad are sitting together, and then she's the way that the story reads, I'm assuming she's not sitting in the same row as they are. So mom and dad are in one row. She's in another row. She's 20. Anyway, she strikes up a conversation with somebody else on the plane, right? A guy. Mm-hmm. And she and the guy are, it's past the time. You're going from London. You're going to Vegas. Everybody's happy. I mean, you're going to Vegas. You're going to have fun. So they're having a couple drinks. I'm assuming. I don't know that to be true, but I would assume, we're talking. We're having a couple of drinks. Everything's good. Anyway, the two of them start to get a little frisky with each other. And they start to get a little hot and heavy. So then they decide, you know what? Let's take care of this right now. So they get up and they go to the bathroom together, the lavatory, and they start having sex in the bathroom. Well, people start complaining because it gets really, really loud. So people are bing bong. Hey, a lot of noises coming out of there. There's a lot of not problems, but come on. So anyway, the crew goes and knocks on the door, nothing. Knocks on the door, nothing. But you can still hear the noises as this 20-year-old chick is still banging away with this dude. So finally, they bust the door down, or pry it open, but they bust down the door so that they could get in there and get to the girl and the guy to get them to stop having sex on the airplane going from London to Vegas. Now, I don't know how far into the flight they were. So anyway, the British woman, she was in her 20s. They get into the bathroom. She's with the guy. And they get her out of there. The crew, like I said, forces the door open. The girl, by the way, furious that they just popped that door open while she was in the middle of coitus.
Embarrassed, probably, too.
It just says mad. Doesn't say embarrassed.
Seriously, all of these details are completely irrelevant when you get to woman traveling with her family.
Yeah.
And bathroom sex.
Yeah, so she.
I don't care what happened after that. She's having sex on a plane while her parents are in the plane.
Well, her parents saw her get escorted back out of the bathroom.
So, like, they didn't realize that she had gotten up and gone to the bathroom with this guy.
No,
they knew
they
that
did
she
realize.
got up.
Don't even know that.
Oh.
I mean, listen, if your daughter was 20 and you were on a plane, I don't know that you would even. It doesn't say in the article, but to me, it's conceivable that you wouldn't know that she got up to go to the bathroom, or you wouldn't have paid any attention, or you may have just saw her go towards the back. Now, they realized that she was in the bathroom when the crew had to bang the door down to get her out of there.
I don't care if your parents can see you or can't see you. Who's doing that on the same flight with their family?
Can I just give you the ending of the story? Just real quickly? They landed in Vegas and they let her go.
Who, the cops?
Yeah, I mean, there was
the family.
There was no problem. You know what I mean? It just says
no charges.
The woman was questioned briefly by U.S. authorities, but was released with just a warning to her parents. So at least she left with her parents.
Mm-hmm.
I love that story on so many levels.
I
really do.
Yeah, what happened to the dude?
Not a word about the guy. Probably high fives as he walked down the aisle. Up top.
Did he know about the family?
Don't know. Well, I would assume afterwards he did. When they released her to the family.
But how about before?
Don't know. Not in the story. I love it. Can I tell you why? I love it for a couple of reasons. Can I start with, that would never happen to me. Ever.
Just meeting some chick on a plane, regardless of the other details.
And then I'm having sex with her. Not a chance. I'm not even getting like over the pants rubbing or anything like that. That would be hot though. Total straight. Like I get like couples that are on a plane and they're like, "Hey, let's go" or whatever. Dude, total stranger.
I completely. It's funny because that part of the story doesn't even register with me.
Yeah, because you put headphones on and you don't want to talk to anybody.
No. I'm talking about the fact that she was traveling with her parents.
That part bothers you. That's where you're stuck.
Yes, I cannot get past that.
I get to that. Why? You wouldn't do that because your parents are on the plane?
Correct. Absolutely not.
But she is an adult.
Barely.
She's 20.
It doesn't matter.
That's so hot to me, though. It's so hot to me.
Ugh.
You think she was just snot slinging drunk?
Well, yeah, clearly, but
see, I don't believe she was tipsy. Yeah, like she had a couple.
Like
drinks.
You think she forgot her parents were on the flight?
I think, yeah, a little bit, or like I won't get caught.
Man,
what had to be going on in that bathroom for them to bust down the door?
I don't even care. Her parents were on the flight. I guess I've never really traveled. I haven't traveled anywhere as an adult with my parents.
No, I haven't either.
Not that I.
Is that true?
Well, not on the flights I had sex on. No, that sounded weird. I
have flown with Jackie's parents.
Yeah, did you find yourself like can't do anything below board on this flight?
No, because what was I going to do anyway? Like Jackie's not dragging me into the bathroom.
But yesterday we talked about altitude sickness.
Wow, I got a lot of gas, Jackie.
Can't though. Parents on board.
Got a lot going on. But no, I'm not. I mean, I've flown with Jackie's parents, but other than that, I'm not. But nothing was going to happen.
And again, if you can get past the parents thing, she is your wife. Those are your in-laws. Yeah, this was a stranger.
Yeah, this is a total stranger. You know what this reminds me of? Remember the girl that had sex at Chili Cook-Off in the porta potty?
Yep.
and the guy walked out and the mom went in to help her get dressed.
Mm-hmm. Proud moment.
I don't think that the parents assisted her midair tryst.
But you're the parents. So you're the parent. Are you mortified when that door breaks down and it's your daughter in there who gets brought back?
Obviously.
But you can't yell at her in front of everybody.
No, but you can.
So you just sit there with your head down in shame,
upset for the rest of the flight. Like you said, you don't know when it happened, but it doesn't matter. It could have happened with 3 seconds left in the flight, and it's still just as embarrassing.
Yeah, you don't want to cause too much of a scene. I mean, obviously, there's already a scene that's been caused.
So you
don't want to sit there and yell at her.
Absolutely.
But you can't do anything about it.
A lot of shame involves silence and hanging your head. I'm used to that.
I was going to say I'm using the remainder of that flight to formulate what I'm going to say to her when we're in private.
But you don't need more than 5 seconds to figure out how you're going to say what the F is wrong with you.
Oh, I'm not letting her off with 5 seconds. No.
What more do you need to say?
There's a lot more that should be said.
What are you going to tell her? Quit being a slut?
Yeah.
Okay.
How dare you embarrass us like that?
Okay. No, I don't know that other people on the flight knew you were the parents.
Oh.
Well, they probably did when they saw you all standing in line to get through customs together.
When the cops are releasing her back to our custody.
Hey, there's that whore. Oh, my God, that's her parents.
Elliot, that happened with me on the bus to
No,
Vegas.
it didn't.
Not actually on the bus, but at the next stop. So, I assume he's saying he met a lady
on the Greyhound
and her
bus?
parents were also on the bus.
Ah.
And when you stop on buses, obviously there is 10, 15 minutes while people load and
take a piss or whatever you got to do.
And they made their way to a bathroom.
Why do I frown
bench?
on the Greyhound bus bathroom, but not
snooty.
the airplane bathroom?
Yeah,
I am. You know what? I can't hide
Because
money.
the buses are dirty.
Right.
I can't hide money. But yeah, that leads you to believe that chick was with her parents. If you were the guy
and knew, because we don't know if the guy knew or not.
Well, that's what I was going to ask.
I bet she was like, parents are up in the front of the cabin.
You meet this chick? She's hot. She wants it. You know what I mean? Like you're getting hot and heavy with her. She's touching it.
I would never get to that point on a plane.
You would get handsy on a plane.
I would not.
Really? Well, that's because you're in a suit.
I wore a sweater last time.
Hey,
excuse me. No, I remember. I had to pick something up on the floor so your shirt wouldn't untuck. Diane, would you get at least handsy on a plane?
No.
Are you serious?
Nope.
Come on, people. I would. All day.
If you found a willing partner, yes, you would.
That's my problem, but yes. Kaylee? God, I work with prudes.
So you need an alcoholic.
Yeah.
You need this girl,
No,
a 20-year-old who's
that's
obviously
not bad. That's
drinking. Well, I guess they flew from London, so.
Yeah, no, you could have a couple of. By the way,
When
you
did they cut you off?
two have been drunk on planes.
How does that work?
What do you mean?
If you take off from London.
Very rarely will they cut you off on a plane. That's
No,
cash money.
not because of being overserved, but because of age. Does that flight get to operate with 18 being the age?
I don't know. They
That's
were serving her.
interesting.
They were serving her.
All right.
But you two have been drunk on a plane.
Yeah.
No.
So what?
Yes, you were.
No.
When we went to Africa, you guys weren't drunk on the second leg of that
It's a
flight?
celebrity game?
You guys were drunk.
Well, we were definitely tipsy.
Okay.
We had people traveling with us
that were
who
hammered.
were very, very drunk.
You were beyond a .08, I'll tell you that.
Well, I wasn't going to pilot the plane.
Okay, let me get beyond the fact that I'm with prudes. But if I met some chick on a plane and she was all like into me and I was into her, even remotely, and we're having fun and we're having some drinks, she's touching here and I'm like that, and she was like, you know what, let's just go to the bathroom. First of all, I don't know that I'd make it down the walkway to the bathroom. I'd be so excited.
No, you wouldn't.
Probably not. But I don't think that if she were like, hey, count to 30. I don't want my parents to see us walk together. I don't think I would care. I think I'd be like, 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 Mississippi,
Slow
5
down.
Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 28, 29, 30. And then I would go.
You know why I would care? How old are you?
What do you
That
mean?
would be my concern.
That she was underage?
That she's a minor.
She's drinking.
Doesn't matter.
She's drinking underage in this scenario.
Okay, what? Well, now I got to start worrying.
If
she's
someone
16.
said my parents are on the flight,
Oh, I see. I didn't even factor that in.
yeah, that would make
So
me
then
pretty
you would
nervous.
think that she's underage. So now I got to sit there all blued up.
I have a game. Let's exchange each other's driver's licenses just for a second.
No, I'm not doing that. Because I've already lied to you and told you I was 28.
Oh, that's right. You're
Meanwhile,
lying.
Elliot's sitting there with his hand like the guy on the bus in Philly.
You really want to do that?
This
Are
is
you crazy?
more what the reality would be
Do you see how
like.
many people are on this bus?
Plane.
Do you see a child behind
Well.
you? You are disgusting.
I'm about to go off. I am about to go off. Oh, there's no way. Oh, I'd be so beside myself I couldn't even take it. I'd be so horny.
Like, I'm saying it the whole time. Like, why wouldn't you just say something? Like, excuse me, get the out my way and move or something like that?
I did. I said, wait, as soon as you pulled it out.
Oh my God, you didn't say
Dude, does someone need to tell you not to touch yourself in public on a bus?
Plane.
Oh,
Yes.
my goodness.
All right, let me do this. Can these people hold for a quick break? Let me do this. Oh, yeah. Tell 7. Ah, damn you, line 7.
What
Damn
happened?
you.
Did somebody tell a story and then hang up?
Yeah, banged out a random stranger on a plane.
It's their phone.
Damn, that's hot. All right, ask them to hold. So your only issue with it is the parents are on the plane.
No, I, of course, have issue with all of it.
It's a stranger. It's fun. It's stranger danger.
But I have a hard time getting past
The parents being on the plane. Yeah.
Supposed
Well,
to be
but
a
they're
nice
not your parents. They're not your parents.
family vacation to Vegas. Don't laugh. That's what Zach does.
Yeah, no, I'm taking my kids to Vegas. What a buzzkill they are.
The best of Elliot in the morning. More after this. This is the best of Elliot in the morning on DC 101.
Hi, who's this? Hello?
This me?
Yeah, hi, who are you?
Gene.
Hey, what's up, Gene?
So about a year and a half ago, I just got back from Iraq. Me and my family were flying out to New York, and we're having a good time on the plane. Similar story, I'm kind of sitting off on the side with one of my other buddies who just happened to fly with us, and my parents are sitting a few rows behind us, actually. So I meet this girl on the plane, we start talking, hitting it off. Well, one thing leads to another, a few drinks, going to the bathroom, having some fun. A little too much fun, I guess. Sisters start banging on the door, and me and her are just like, all right, we're not getting out. We're going to, continue doing what we're doing, having a blast. And same thing, they pried open the door and dragged us out, and Air Marshal actually had to come and sit me down for the rest of the flight.
Hey, did they let the girl keep sitting next to you?
No, they pulled her, put her in another part of the plane. I don't know. I didn't see her after that.
They separated you like a couple of kids.
But you know what? That would make sense to me because you don't want you. If not, you're inviting the same thing to happen again. Hey, were your parents pissed?
Oh no, my dad, he was laughing. He was just like, "Oh my God, why would not be you?" And my mom, she was a little embarrassed, and she just told me later on that day, she was like, you just really have to be more cautious of the girls that you interact with.
Yeah, you know what?
Stay away from those sluts, honey.
Those dirty, slutty girls dragging you back to the bathroom like that.
Kicking and screaming.
Oh, but that was seriously one of the best times I've ever had.
Good for you. All right, dude. Hey, listen, Hey, was your buddy sitting in the same row as you with this chick?
Yeah, he was in the same row, and like I said, we're all just drinking, having a good time, talking, and
like I said, he was just like, all right, whatever. I was like, I'll be back, man. He's like, okay, because he knew it was going to happen.
Oh, that's
awesome.
awesome.
And he keeps egging me on. So anytime we fly after that, he's like, you just make sure to be a little bit cautious this time, not giving me so loud.
Hey,
The air marshal was cool about it, too. He thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, because you're in uniform. Of course he thought it was cool. And he was being honest.
Oh man, it was funny.
Hey, can I ask you this? Who initiated that it was time to go back to the bathroom?
She kind of did, actually. We were just talking, and one thing led to the other. We started making out a bit, and then she was like, "Hey, come with me." I'm like,
yeah.
All right,
see,
let's go.
that's the other thing. I would have to believe that in a situation like that, it's really incumbent on the chick to invite me back to the bathroom. Because if you invite her back to the bathroom and she doesn't want to go, then you look disgusting. Like you look like an animal.
Especially for the rest of the flight. Too,
yes,
it was
exactly.
awkward, too, because oh, man. I think we were barely in the plane for 20 minutes. And that was it.
All right, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you, bro.
All right. Thank you. You guys have a good one.
Hey, you do the same. Aren't you with me, though?
Yes.
You can't initiate bathroom sex.
No.
I'm sorry, lavatory sex. No, you can't because then you look like
you want to play coy. Like
I'm make myself available to it.
No, but I mean you don't.
But if she says no, you look like an a-hole for like, hey, you mind if I bang you in the bathroom? Like that just doesn't.
All right, well you're going to say no. Can you move? Because I don't want to sit next to you
exactly.
anymore.
Because then you go from being like that fun guy that I met on a plane to some perv who wanted to like rail me in the bathroom. Yeah, you got to be very careful there. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Is this me?
Yeah, hi. Who's that?
Hi, Christina.
Hi, Christina.
So, I'm really close with my parents. Like, we talk about sex at breakfast and drugs at dinner. So, they take me to Vegas.
Wait, hold on. I lost you for a second. You talk about sex at breakfast and what at dinner?
Drugs.
Drugs. Oh. Okay. All right. Yes, go ahead.
So, they take me to Vegas for my 21st birthday. Having a good time drinking. I'm out on the dance floor, and I start getting groped up, making out with this guy. And I look up, make eye contact with my dad, and he gives me a thumbs up.
Wow.
Awkward.
Wow. And did you start that by saying you were getting groped up by some guy on the dance floor?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow. And your dad's giving you the thumbs up?
Yes. Like, he was like, yeah, have fun. And I'm just like, okay, I'm really close to you, but that's really creepy and awkward, Dad.
How groped up were you getting?
His hand was going up my dress.
So this dude is inside your dress, and your dad's like, get it, honey!
High five.
Good for you!
Pretty much, yeah.
Hey, Tyler, let me ask you something. You just had a daughter.
Yeah.
Are you thumbs up in that?
I'm sure we'll have the sex and drug convos, but when it comes to actually seeing everything go on, I'll have to turn a blind eye.
Hey, are you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you when you say like you'll talk to your parents about everything, like you'll come home and tell them like you totally like hooked up and everything you did with some dude?
Yeah, my mom knew I lost my virginity before I even told her.
How'd she know?
Because I was talking to this guy, and I was like, yeah, he's coming up to see me, and, you know, we're going to meet, and it's going to be awesome. And then I come home to visit from college, and she was like, so how was it? And I was like, oh, it was great. And, you know, some stuff happened. She's like, oh, yeah, I knew you were going to lose your virginity. I'm like, you could have given me a heads up.
Like you were unaware?
And what kind of drugs? Like beer?
No, my dad would just tell me, like, go ahead, you can smoke weed, nothing's going to happen. He's like, but don't do acid. I tripped balls off of acid.
Right.
So he would just...
I'm your dad. All right, very good. I appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, have a good one.
I do have a question for what's wrong.
Man.
What's wrong?
It's just like crazy how not close I'm going to be with my daughter.
Diane, can I ask you this? Let's pretend that you're at a club, right? And you met some dude while you were there. And you guys are like dancing and everything's fine. And he's got his hand up your dress. You know what I mean? Like he is up your dress. Mm-hmm. and you turn around and you're like, oh my God, this is awesome. This feels great.
Like you're thinking to yourself, this is going to be location 1001.
And you look over and you make eye contact with Frank. What's he doing?
I don't think
Which
I would
of you
have had
two is he hitting first?
I was going to say, I don't think I would have had time to have made eye contact.
Where am I going, Kaylee? That girl's hot to me, though.
There may have been a
like cute about her.
There may have been a police reserve issued gun pointing at us.
Hi, Elliot. In the morning.
Hey, is it me?
Yeah. Hi. Who's that?
Matt.
Hey, what's going on, Matt?
Hey, I was so in high school we had the student exchange trip where we went from New York to Scotland for a couple weeks, and this girl who was in my high school, but I didn't really know her up until then. I was a senior; she was a sophomore. We started getting a little handsy on the plane. The row behind two of the chaperones, and it got really handsy. To the point that, like, the science teacher, Mr. Fall, was in front of me. When we got off the plane, he came up to me as we're walking through Heathrow before we exchanged to go to Glasgow. And he goes, Matt, I'm going to need you to sit next to me on the plane.
Certainly embarrassing, but not your parents.
No, nowhere close. I'd take that over my parents any day of the week. Although with my mom, I would be the one who was like watching my mom come out of the bathroom. Mm-hmm. All right, dude, I appreciate it. Thanks. Yes, Kyle.
You know how you said you would never find yourself in a situation like any of the ones that have been described or told? No. Jason's got a story that's a little more akin to how you would find yourself in a plane.
I almost had bathroom door forced open, but because I was doing number 2 and the plane couldn't take off without me in the seat.
That's your type of story. You were like, 866 235.
Hi, Elliot, in the morning.
Hi, is this me?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
This is Patrick.
Hey, what's up, Patrick?
I used to clean airplanes for a major airline company.
Right.
And I guess you could say we only used one rag in order to clean the bathrooms.
Okay. Wait, I missed the end part of that.
All of them.
Like every plane?
Yeah. We had about 18 planes to clean a night. And anything that was on that rag from the previous plane, it carried on.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, I mean, that's
looking forward to flying.
But you know what? Like, I don't look at plane bathrooms as being disgusting.
Well, I would.
Yeah, we didn't need to have him call in to sway our opinion.
You know what I mean? Like for the most part, I don't feel like when I think of bathroom airplanes, I don't think overly. I mean, listen, they're not the cleanest things in the world, and you get a little bit of the. I mean, there's some shaking that goes on the plane, so you do get a little piss puddle up in front. But other than that, they're not horrible.
No, we've had people completely miss a seat and do donut around. We've had elderly people. Oh, that was another thing. Elderly people, or just people, would piss themselves in the seat, and they'd be the last person to get off the plane because they'd be too embarrassed in order to stand up.
That's me.
Nope. Go ahead. You go ahead.
And all we'd do is we would just leave the cushion up in between the two seats to where the mechanics would know.
Right.
And they would never come back and change them.
So that's it. If I'm getting off a plane and there's a guy like 4, 5, 6 rows in front of me who's just sitting there, chances are he pissed himself.
Yep.
Hey, weren't you when you flew this weekend? Weren't you the last one off of off the plane?
Yes, I was.
Everybody thought you pissed yourself.
That was it. I should have been more vocal about my bag being in the back of the plane.
All right, dude. Hey, listen, I appreciate the phone call. Thank you, my friend.
All right, thanks.
You got it, dude.
I should have done the awkward, and this is what some people do, where you lean over the chair behind you, and when there's a break in the line coming forward, you like scurry to the next row and then get into the next row and lean awkwardly so you don't hit your head on the overhead compartment. And then there's a break, so you go, oh, I got two rows.
Wait,
That's
I don't
what I should have
understand.
done.
Why was your bag at the back of the plane and you weren't at the right by your bag?
There was no more room left in the compartments.
How far back was your bag, though?
Last row.
And where were you?
Mid to front of the plane.
Oh, so you couldn't have just asked somebody to hand it forward for you?
Oh no, they would have that game of telephone like 100 people long, and people have been like, "Sit down, Group 5, deal with it."
The best of Elliot in the morning. More after this. The best of Elliot in the morning. DC 101.
Hey, who was the after Rebhorn got it, wasn't there another actor that we discovered got it from skin cancer? Or somebody else famous?
Like that died the days after?
No,
or it was another person who died.
Yeah, that because I feel like when Rebhorn got it, I was like, I don't know anybody that's died of skin cancer. And then
the phone lines lit up.
Yeah, no, and then it was like, oh, you remember whoever the other person was. But I don't remember who the other person was.
Remember Hugh Jackman put out a picture of himself where he had a little bandage on his nose where he had to have...
Yeah, but Hugh Jackman's alive.
Right.
So
he
what?
had skin
get
cancer is not always fatal. But.
No. As a matter of fact, according to me, it very rarely is because they just scrape your arm or whatever it is, and you're good to go.
According to you,
I got it. People were claiming it was Marley.
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley.
Oh right, no, but he had like a gangrenous toe.
But then
or
others like said no, that's not what happened. I don't know. We never got the story straight.
Okay, but that's what people were saying is that it was Bob Marley. Right. Okay. All right, but it's not him. Yeah, he just had like the split toe or whatever that is. Was it split toe? Yeah. Yeah, then it got gangrenous. But now Tyler is going to go on his kick that what do we have to wear? We have to wear sunscreen every day.
Well, you should. I'm not today, but I'm thinking of picking up a moisturizer with SPF 1000.
And you're gonna put it all over your body.
Mainly my face, but I went yesterday. It had been a while. Let's say I tried to calculate in the waiting room how many years it had been since I'd been to the dermatologist because I wanted to make sure when the doctor asked, I at least knocked 2 years off of that number. So it had been a while. But I was concerned about a spot on my face and the Rebhorn stuff. I said to the guy, he said, "Are you here for a specific reason?" I said, "Well, I need a general checkup. It's been years." But I have a spot on the side of my face, and I said, "I think it's getting larger." I also had a daughter last month, so I may be super sensitive to my own health now that I'm in charge of two children, and one is a little helpless girl. So he checked me out, and good news to report, Diane. It's not cancer.
Did you tell him that you made the appointment at work freaking out?
No. I didn't want to seem pathetic. But I did during that discussion. Remember, everybody was tweeting and posting on Facebook that like we ruined their mornings because people, when they got to work, the first thing they did was schedule checkups and physicals and
not me
dermatology appointments.
I have mine next week.
Do you really?
Dermatologist, yeah.
It was incredible. It was so much better than that place Diane sent me to.
I don't go there
wonder
either.
she laughed. No wonder she laughed.
Wait, so this wasn't the same guy?
No, I went to a different place.
They check your whole body?
Yeah, and it felt so good.
Wait,
that's weird.
Why?
It sounded weird. That felt so good. Well, for a skin, like a mole check?
Yeah, but he rubs his hands along your legs and arms and
for what?
Top of your bottom.
Pardon me?
Wait, who's the bottom?
I didn't say top or bottom.
I'm sorry.
Wait, bottom. I don't understand what they like. I've only been to a dermatologist once.
What? Get out!
And it was for a specific cause. So, but I just remember they look at you.
Yeah, that's what my guy
and he was
did.
Like, we're going to cut this thing out of your back.
When I went years ago. But this guy was very thorough.
So they'd rub your sack?
Well, I don't want to say rub, but rub along. Because they're feeling for, I think,
like a bump,
like abnormalities in the skin's surface that may be.
So
below
even not a bump, but an indentation.
Spots. Yeah, I mean, they're giving you the once over. It was great.
They check in here.
Yeah, they pulled up a little bit. Underwear was optional.
Oh no!
I'll hang no more, Doc.
I'll hang these up.
And then they record if there's moles they want to check. And I don't have to go back for 2 years, so I felt like that was a good sign as well. But if they want to check those moles in 2 years, they have the other person who's writing down your measurements.
Oh wait, so there's somebody else in there?
Yeah.
There's 2 people.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Did you take your underwear off or no?
I didn't, because my wife has gone to this place and she told me that you tend to wait a little bit more than you should in the actual room.
Right.
So I didn't want to sit there completely naked for 35 minutes, which I would have done.
Without them giving you like something to drape over yourself?
Well, they had a little piece of paper, but it was freezing in there. So.
Yeah, no, but why couldn't you just like have your underwears on and then when the guy comes in, just take them off?
Because they're right into the business, and he pulled down enough for me. Business. I didn't need him. He saw what he needed to see.
What if you do have to take your underwear off though? Yeah. What is the rule?
I'm not familiar with.
You
this.
hang them. Either you ball them in a corner, or you hang them
on the hook.
You hang them on the hook, fly side out. Fly side facing you.
Why?
Elliot.
Can't see a stain.
In your case, I wouldn't be so sure.
Everybody's underwear has a stain in it. By the way, if I were a woman, I bet your rule is groin side in. I would just assume.
Now, this is going to be gross, but I would assume.
Not to me.
For you, you would never hang anything up because you'd be afraid of marking up the butcher paper. But anyway, I'm set. It's just there's sun damage. He said it was just sun damage, and there's a very, very, very miniature chance that it would become anything more serious.
Are they going to scrape it?
No. But like even saying that, I was like, dude, I don't care. It's not like malignant cancer. You told me what it was, and I wasn't paying attention because the first thing you said was it's just sun damage.
Yeah,
and
you're
not
good
something
to go.
that could go on to be cancerous in most cases.
Right? No, you don't want to look at that.
It was funny.
7 years.
When he was like looking over my face, he said, "So what's that scar from?" Well, I had a big cyst. I felt like you. And then he said, "What are those? Where are the freckles from?" I said, "One peeling sunburn." And he said, "That's all it takes." And I said, "God damn it, Dave Ford," because that's when that was from.
That's when we went out on that
water.
boat. On the boat. But you don't get freckles just from that. People get freckles from everything.
I got them from. I didn't have them my whole life until that one trip.
You never had freckles?
And then they all appeared on my
This
shoulders.
freckle is from sun.
Yeah, that's one freckle.
I mean, some you're born with.
Yeah.
But
so he can't prove that.
I can. They appeared after that sunburn.
Or I would have freckles all over my face.
Your face peeling a lot from sunburn?
Oh, do you have to peel to get freckles or just get a sunburn?
I did in that case, yeah.
Oh, no. I don't peel. What, Diane? What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
No, I don't. Like if I get
You've never had a sunburn that bad.
No, I mean sometimes I'll peel, but most of the time I just get dark, swarthy. But yeah, that's it. Most of the time, like sometimes if I get it bad, it'll peel, but just a little bit. Like I don't ever get like where you're peeling off like massive sheets.
No,
of
but I
skin.
mean, you've seen people who've gotten like really severe sunburns.
Yeah, like people that are fair skinned.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not me. So wait, you go when?
Next week.
Does Scott go?
He has been, yeah.
Once. Like he doesn't go like you go.
No, but when he heard that I was going...
Oh, here we go.
He's like, yeah,
are you going because of Rebhorn?
I should probably do that. It reminded me that, oh, God, I haven't been in over a year. Like
See,
usually...
and what did I tell you when Rebhorn got it? I hear that and go, well, there's something I'll never get.
I set a reminder in my calendar to like make an appointment. No, it's a reminder to make an appointment once a year.
You go once a year?
I was.
Kaylee, how often do you go? You've never been? Atta girl.
Atta girl.
Girl.
Yep.
Yeah, what's the point? Go if there's
Cancer's the point.
And if I get something, I'll get it looked at.
How do you know? I told you my friend had this spot on her neck that the woman who was giving her a facial said you should get that looked at. She had to have it removed, and the guy was like, if you had not gotten this removed, it would have definitely turned into cancer.
Okay, because somebody saw something and said,
that could have been me.
No, okay,
except mine's just sun damage.
You just don't realize it, or like that's why they tell you to like they look through your scalp. Like you could have something in your scalp and not realize it because it's covered by hair.
Just because you have hair, you can't stop there. He didn't say that. He did say you have another one of those spots forming right on the center of your face. I was like, oh, fantastic.
So you're going to get a big brown dot on your face?
Another one.
Really?
Yeah. Hot.
But I would...
They got him married.
I would know if I had something in my head.
You might not feel it.
Yes, I would. I wash my hair. Sometimes.
Okay, but that doesn't necessarily... You might just think it's a bump. You might not know that it could
What's
be
today,
like a
Tuesday?
cancerous mole.
I wash my hair Sunday. And I'll wash it again next Sunday. But yeah, it's fine.
Cancer can't get through the grease.
Whatever. Waddle. Can't get through anything. Right. No, but you would know. Hey, does punk ass ever go? No, not a chance. Does he drive around with... Oh, what did I tell you?
You guys got to go with the golfing.
Yeah.
I watch all outdoor sports now as of yesterday afternoon and can't believe, because I did ask when we went to the Nats game. Remember, I was asking the players about sunscreen.
Oh, yeah. What'd they tell you? None of them wear it?
None of them wear it.
In minor leagues, none of them wear it. In the majors, some of them do.
The majors have a dermatologist come in.
Yeah, and tell
the
them.
minors, they have one come in at the beginning of the season and never see him again.
Yeah, and then they hope somebody get what?
That surprised me for somebody who spends their life outside like that in the sun.
Reckless abandon.
I guarantee you Bubba Watson doesn't wear sunscreen.
Maybe his wife makes him. Well, he's got, he's...
Not a chance.
He's doting father.
I'll tell you who doesn't wear... Sorry. I'll tell you who doesn't wear sunscreen.
Who?
Jimenez.
Oh, yeah. No, it's because the cigar smoke blocks the rays. But if I can, all joking aside, the importance of
a public service
early detection.
So now you have to go shopping for a moisturizer with sunscreen in it.
Yeah, because that's the thing. When I do play in the yard...
Why don't you just get out of the shower and just spray yourself down with sunscreen?
When I play in the yard or do yard work, I always wear sunscreen. But that just goes to show you that it's not... It's the days you're driving the car or taking the trash out earlier than dusk.
That you need to be covered up. So if you have to take the trash out, you're going to go put on sunscreen?
My driveway is like a city block. It's hot and it's long. Not really. Barely fit one car.
But you're outside.
I know. I'm gonna do the moisturizer.
Are you just gonna now
SPF
just open
thing.
a window and just throw the bag outside?
Lindsay,
I can't walk this out there.
Lindsay.
Get the trash. But yeah, schedule your appointments today. I sound like Peter Criss of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction.
I'd like to thank my doctor. Early detection.
But have you ever tried willpower for diarrhea? Well, that was Ace, but you get the point. Let me hear you. That was Gene. Winner's a spineless weasel. That was Paul.
The best of
Elliot in the morning.
DC 101. The best of Elliot in the morning. DC 101.
You know, one of my favorite things is self-surgery, right?
Right.
Yeah, I love when somebody takes a medical condition into their own hands and deals with it and says, you know what? I can solve this. I can take care of this. And I feel like it's been a while since we've had a good one.
Yeah.
Tell me you saw the one of the 44-year-old guy who amputated his own hand for a medical reason.
Yeah. He built the guillotine.
Yes! Oh, I love you. I'm so glad you saw that story. Diane, do you have any idea what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Excellent. So there's this guy. His name is Mark. He's 40. He's fat face. Hold tight 1 second, Phil. Hold on 1 second for me. Let me get you your tickets. So this dude, get this, 44 years old, right? His name's Mark. He had a motorcycle accident 16 years ago. And for the last 16 years, he has suffered from pain in his arm due to, I guess, from the motorcycle accident. There was some nerve problems in his arm.
Right.
And the pain was severe, and he would keep trying to get help. And it got to the point where they wouldn't help him anymore. And he was like, no, but you don't understand. The pain is so bothersome and so severe, I can't deal with this. Nobody would help him. So he took matters into his own hands, Hospitals. Oh, he wanted and he what? Oh, I see what I did there. Not even on purpose. He wanted and he kept saying to the doctors, "Can please just take the arm? I can't take the pain anymore. Do something. Just get rid of my arm. I'd rather be without an arm than go through this discomfort." 16 years he's dealing with this, Diane. Mark constructed a guillotine-like device in his backyard in order to rid himself of his unwanted appendage. That's some serious self-surgery. He then threw his so he guillotines his hand, takes his hand off. I believe it's just at or above the wrist.
The pictures are just...
Oh, I haven't seen a picture. I have no picture of this guy.
I have a handful.
I'd like... So I know what you're thinking. After the guillotine chops the hand, what do you do with it?
I don't put it on ice.
No. You throw it in the fire.
Oh, God. Disgusting.
He didn't want doctors to be able to reattach it.
Oh.
He does not want the hand.
It's like getting rid of a flag.
After the amputation was completed, he was rushed to a hospital where he was treated for blood loss. Can you please? I have to see a picture.
All right. Do you want? There's a couple.
Mark says there should never have been any need for me to do this. Oh boy.
Oh,
okay.
Oh.
You know what sucks? Because obviously he took this picture for the press.
Fake.
It does look fake. I wish he didn't have that sad sourpuss look on his face. Oh, look at the guillotine that he made, Diane. Look at that. So it's like a big hatchet head at the end of it.
I haven't seen the next photo, but I saw like just a little sliver of it. I'm going to scroll down but not look.
Okay, hold on one second. Based on the guillotine that he did,
yeah,
would you be able to put your hand in that, knowing what was coming?
No, at some point in the process of building the guillotine, I would have
okay, but it's been
stepped back and looked at the situation.
No, well, he has. He's tried everything. Oh, wait, what'd you do?
Are you ready?
Yeah. It's fine.
It's not fine. There's less blood than I thought.
Oh, yeah, no, there's only one drop of blood.
Oh, God, it's so like...
What?
It's flat.
It's self-surgery. He didn't go in there and build up some kind of lump or something. Listen, we've heard from people who have removed their own teeth. We've heard from people who have...
That's a little different.
This is pretty dramatic. Didn't we have people who went in and removed moles and stuff like that? I love those.
Those stories now fall on deaf ears.
Yeah.
You know what? I could still listen to him. I can listen to him
BFD
all the time. Yeah, no, this guy's hardcore.
Does your story say how he wants to get rid of the whole arm now?
Thank you.
All right.
Mark says he still has significant pain in the remainder of his arm and is hoping to have more of his limb removed in a hospital. Otherwise, guess who's going back to the backyard?
You leave me no other choice. So I'm going back to the yard.
If the hospital will not work with him and remove more of the arm, he's going to go in the backyard and remove more of the arm.
When the springs have the axe and the gate post come down on his hand.
Look how dirty that thing
Isn't
looks.
that what that is?
It looks like, yes, it does. It looks like a big, a fence post.
Or fence, yeah. He throws the hand in the bonfire.
Right.
Or the fire.
Like a garbage fire, but yeah.
Then what? Did you say what he did then?
Oh, he went straight he got rushed to the hospital.
By who? Did he have someone helping him?
You know what? It doesn't say that. I assume that he had called 911.
Because his wife returned 10 minutes later.
Is she the one who found him, or was he already receiving care? That's a great question.
To find his hand had been charred and her husband was badly bleeding.
By the way,
you'd imagine that she was the one who took him to the hospital.
He's gone through several since doing this mental evaluations. He's completely fine. He doesn't. No, he doesn't have any mental disturbances. He's not mentally retarded. Like, there's nothing wrong with him.
Well, I don't think that goes hand in hand with self-surgery.
No, it doesn't. No, but what I'm saying is that they didn't find anything wrong with him.
I don't mean to have all these hand sayings. They just come in.
No, they're not in concert. But what they're saying is they've done a lot of mental studies on him. He's fine. He cannot deal with the pain anymore.
I like how he's like, I'm giving him till December.
Yeah. Oh, and then he's going right in the backyard. I'm going right back out, and I'm going to the elbow.
I bet he dies.
From what?
Like infection. Look how filthy.
He already went to the
I don't mean right now. I mean if he does it again he's doing it in December.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he says he's doing it in December. I bet he moves that date up
because the pain is so bad.
Yes.
So chopping off his hand did nothing.
Well,
or did it alleviate some pain?
Hurts.
It says he still has significant pain in the remainder of his arm. So it must have taken care of some of it.
But he still takes
his hand doesn't
40
hurt no
pills
more.
a day, right?
Yeah, to try to deal with it. Doesn't that tell you how bad the pain must have been?
Yeah.
By the way, there have times where I've had really bad migraines. I would have considered putting the head on a guillotine.
It's a little different.
Yeah, no, but if I had a migraine for 16 years, I would guillotine my head.
But he's happy with what he's had.
He had no other choice. Yeah,
it's relieved some of it.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, he's happier, and he'll continue to. His happiness will improve while the length of his arm doesn't.
Of all the self-surgery stories we've been
this
fortunate enough to hear over the years,
this one's pretty good.
I would find it hard to believe that we top this.
Oh, I bet you I can find somebody who's taken a finger off.
No. I mean,
an arm's pretty heavy. A hand's pretty heavy. Finger, definitely.
It's not exactly self-surgery, but I did, deliver my daughter. But outside of that, this is more in the vein of surgery.
This is self-surgery. Yeah.
I feel weird calling this self-surgery.
But it is surgery. The removal of a hand
and you compared it to, well, we've had people calling about removing moles.
Right, or teeth.
Teeth, okay, that's you can tie a string around a tooth and remove it.
Do you want to bet? I bet I can find somebody who removed a finger or a toe. I guarantee you can find somebody who's removed a finger or a toe.
On purpose. Yeah. Not with a skill saw.
No, self-surgery.
Yeah,
self-surgery.
I slipped.
Yeah. You don't think so?
That's pretty intense.
Not the whole, maybe not
digit?
Maybe not the whole finger, but like the tip of a finger.
For medical reasons, not an accident.
Their own medical reasons.
Yeah, well, it was the internet diagnosed it.
No. What I mean is like it wasn't somebody who was like, well, listen, the cast was coming off anyway, so I took it off. So no, but I mean, it was like, you know what? There's something wrong with my finger. I don't want to go in and get it looked at. I'm taking it off.
Oh, good one, Chip. He built his own guillotine. Quite the handyman.
That is pretty good. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hello, is this me?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
This is Tammy.
Hey, what's up, Tammy?
Well, this guy that just cut his hand off, what he doesn't understand is there's a thing called phantom pains.
Right.
That come from the removal of a body part. My brother had a pretty severe accident 20-some years ago.
Right.
Where he lost both his arms.
Question, did he do it himself?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. He was electrocuted and they had to amputate.
Okay.
But he can still feel his hands.
Right. Yeah, no, you do hear of that pretty regularly where they believe the limb is still there.
Well, it's not that they believe your nerve endings are still shooting off from what's left, telling you that they're there.
Right.
And so if you have pain in it, this dude's cut his hand off thinking it's going to relieve the pain. It's not.
Right.
It's going to just intensify because now there's no way of getting rid of the pain because it's a phantom pain.
Well, but keep in mind, he still has real pain in the rest of the arm, at least till December when he goes out back and goes to the elbow.
Well, when he goes to the elbow, then he'll just be feeling from the elbow down phantom pains. And then when his fingers feel like they're breaking off and they're not there, he's going to be going, oh, what did I do?
Hey, can I ask you this? Does your brother have does your brother have hooks?
Yes, he has. He's amputations to both arms, and he has prosthetic arms. Yes.
Wait, prosthetic. Wait, is it like where you can see like a mannequin hand, or does he have like the old time?
He has the hooks. They used to call him Captain Hook when he was racing cars and stuff.
There was a dude. I was on. I had to go up and see family up in New York over the weekend, and on the way back, there was a guy on Amtrak who had the old school hook.
Yeah,
I haven't seen one of those in forever.
Yeah, he was riding in a
Well,
train.
my brother has 2 of them.
Racing cars.
Wait,
yeah, seriously, he has full ability to drive and everything with his hooks.
Yeah, you can maneuver everything with your hooks.
Yeah, to get to and from work.
No, he's racing cars.
Wow.
He had his cars. He was racing his cars. They eventually, his car was getting so fast that they made him go through some more testing and modifications to the car,
right,
in order for him to race it. So he just, had other people start racing his car for him.
Right.
But I mean, he could do everything. He went in for his driving test like 5 months after the accident.
He could not do
And
everything.
because they had to make him redrive, and he, everything that they asked him to do, his reflexes were so fast they
Sure.
could not give him his license back.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. All right. Hey, Tammy, I appreciate the phone call. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
You got to talk to you later. Yes, Tyler.
Anthony on Facebook brings up a good point. I don't think you mentioned this.
Go ahead.
It wasn't a clean chop.
No. Well, are you asking me?
Did you say
From the guillotine?
that he had to finish it off with a knife?
I did not.
Yeah,
I did not.
So that's what happens a lot with self-surgery.
I don't have all those tools.
You're throwing a few curveballs.
Wait a minute. So he chops with that hatchet head,
and it only cut it partially.
so that he had to go in with a knife and start sawing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to pull that off. Yeah, you would. You'd be able to do that.
So you think you would have done the guillotine and then you would have had this epiphany like, oh my God, what am I doing?
No, but you have to get it off at that point. You have to get it off. You know what the problem is though there? And I bet he didn't think about this when he did the chop. You got to get like right at the joint. It's like when you cut, like everybody's cut like cut down like a chicken or a turkey or something. There's kind of like where that little like white ball is. You kind of dig around that and get out. If you're trying to get through bone, you got problems.
I've seen Lindsay do it.
Like tendon, you mean?
I don't know what it's called. Bone. It's at the end of the bone. You got to kind of get around it and get the knife through there. But I had not pointed out that he had to finish it off with a knife.
I didn't know you didn't have the photos either.
I didn't. No, I don't.
The story is incomplete.
Yeah, no. I've got very limited on what I have. Yeah, look at that. The hand was badly burnt in the bin. Yeah, I got that part.
You did mention that. And I have the photo of that.
All right, Kaylee, will you ask these people to hold? I'll take some self-surgery stories, but if you remove the digit, you're going right to the front of the line.
Great.
By the way, digit being finger toe or anything greater than that. I'll take it.
The best of Elliot in the morning. More after this. It's the best of Elliot in the morning on DC 101.
I used to date a guy in high school that cut off his hands with a miter box saw, one of those electric pull-down saws.
Okay, but
I
I have to ask, was that done intentionally?
It wasn't, but
okay, then that does not count at all. There has to be self-surgery, but I missed that last part. What happened?
I mean, he did it to himself. It just wasn't intentional.
Yeah, no. I need intentional, like the guy that my mom dated who took a tooth out with a pair of pliers. That's pretty good. Oh, by the way, you know what? I don't even want to go down this road. It'll bum me out.
New dad.
My mom talked to my aunt Flo, who said that he wants to marry her. Anyway, let me move on.
Haven't they been dating like a month?
No, 3 weeks. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Sorry.
Hi, is this Elliot?
Yes. Wait, hold on.
Is there going to be like a Julio Iglesias situation?
I'll never meet him.
So you'll never meet the father-in-law. No, not father-in-law.
Your stepdad. Stepdad.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
You have to.
I won't.
Yes, you have
I won't. No, you know why?
For the story.
No, I could. If I do, my kids won't. I'll never let my kids meet him.
Okay, but you have to.
You know what? Let me figure it out. Let me see if they're actually going to get married. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Stephanie.
Yeah, hi, Stephanie. What can I do for you?
I had a story about taking off a body part.
Oh, yeah. What'd you do?
Well,
It wasn't actually. It was a friend of mine, and I had a raised mole along my bikini line.
Wait, hold on one sec. What do you mean? Like a grandma mole?
Yeah.
Ooh. Wait, and it was on your bikini line?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so
Whatever
sexy.
you do, don't go to a doctor.
So wait, what did you do?
Well, my friend he was an EMT, and he was actually studying to be a doctor. He just took out his little suture set one day and just sutured it off.
By the way, I bet you have like the hottest, cutest little scar there now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it beats that big grandma mole that you had.
Did he numb it?
No.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, it was a bit painful.
Oh man, I bet that hurt like crap.
Were you drunk?
No, I was completely sober. Yep.
Oh, I'd have to have some liquor in me.
No, because then she'd bleed more.
You're not going to bleed out.
Yeah, no, you bleed more because the alcohol thins your blood.
It bled for a little bit, but then it just, you put some hydrogen peroxide on it, and it stopped. But I wouldn't suggest just going in randomly. I probably should have gone to like a dermatologist. But
you know what? It worked. It didn't cost you anything.
Hindsight's 20/20.
Hey, did you have to take all your clothes off for that?
I had my bottoms off. Yeah.
This story is so hot to me. Other than that big granny mole that you had.
And the blood.
Yeah, I mean, I had that like my whole life, and he was just like, let's just like suture it off. I'm like, okay, let's go for it.
Oh my God. Wow, good for you. All right, ma'am, I appreciate it. Thank you, honey.
Okay, take care.
You got it. Talk to you later. By the way, I'll bet, and I'll ask Olson, I bet he's seen guys in locker rooms just rip toenails off. Oh. Wait, what's wrong? I'm sorry, what happened to Kaylee? What's wrong? Okay, it may be disgusting, but I mean, think of the beating that soccer players' feet must take.
If they've got...
Wouldn't you imagine that...
If they've got a trainer...
They got like a dead toenail or something that's just kind of there. I bet they've pulled that off. I bet Olson's pulled his own toenails off. Well, you don't think that's true?
I'm sure he's seen guys do stuff to themselves. Maybe not a toenail per se, but something.
Toenail
like
to me seems mild.
Or like pop something back in place.
Oh, like the old shoulder into the locker. Do soccer players notoriously wear do they wear cleats that are really, really tight on their feet?
There's personal preference.
Oh, I mean, because like you'll hear like hockey skates are generally pretty tight, but I would imagine or like
is that why you don't wear socks?
No, I don't wear socks because it's more comfortable that way, and the foot doesn't slide around and get all blistered, and in this way it allows the sweat to leave the body. I'm sorry, where am I going?
It smells better.
Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Yes, about 6 years ago, I was in Waldorf getting a tattoo done down in Waldorf, Maryland, and I met a tattoo artist who I noticed he had a glass eye.
Right.
And so I started to ask him about it, and he explained to me how he got this, and it's an unbelievable event. He said that he, essentially when he was 7, he dug at his eye, his left eye, until it eventually, over time, popped out enough that it was hanging by the optic nerve, and they had to remove it. You laughing?
Only because I'm uncomfortable. So wait, he would just dig at his eye?
Yes, and I asked, what was wrong with you, at that point?
Right.
And he said he didn't feel that the only thing really wrong with him was he had. This sounds like a joke, but it's not. He had a habit of spying on people in his own house.
Right.
He spotted his mother naked at some point,
and he couldn't take the image.
I guess that's what he was trying to say. I found it a little hard to believe, but after he'd finished telling me the story, I mean, I came around to believe this guy. He he said that he had felt this tremendous guilt. He had gone to a private Catholic school,
Right.
this St. Peter's or whatever, and
Are you? Wait, is this a bit, or are you being serious?
Get to the parlor plug.
no, I couldn't make this up.
Yeah,
But
no,
this-
listen, I agree with you. I agree. That could you imagine though? Hey, thank you, sir.
Oh my God.
What, digging in your eye?
How old did he say the guy was?
Well,
He said it started when he was young.
He started
Was young too?
No,
or
he said he started
8?
he started digging in his eye when he was 7.
7. Yeah.
But you know what? That makes sense because I want to say when I saw Alfred's mom's vagina, I was 7 years old, and I could draw. If I were an artist, I could draw that image today.
Look at you now.
I would need a lot of black and then a lot of like white powderish looking stuff. But I could draw that image today.
It was like the earlier caller's wife's hairdo.
Hi, Elliot. Good morning.
Yeah, is this me?
Yeah, hi. Who's this?
No, his name's Brian.
Hey, what's up, Brian?
Hey, I was listening to your article about the self-surgery. The guy cut his hand off.
Yeah.
And I was on there. There was an article about a guy who his sex drive was so hard that he ended up cutting his own testicles off.
Wait, I'm sorry. His what? Wait, his what?
Sex drive.
Oh,
he ended up cutting his testicles off.
Oh, you know what? You do hear about self-castration from time to time.
That's usually paired with mental illness.
I'm not saying it's not, but in the guy who cut his arm off, it wasn't.
He didn't stop at just his testicles.
Dude, he took off the stick?
No, he ended up getting put into a mental institution.
Oh, there it is. Very good.
And
Very
after-
good call, Diane.
After he got out of the mental
Okay,
institution.
that one's not fun. Hold on one sec. That's not fun self-surgery.
A quick note for people on Twitter.
Yeah?
Because of the way Twitter displays photos.
Right.
Where you don't really have an option whether or not you'd like to check it out.
Right.
Let's send the self-surgery photos as email attachments to Diane.
Oh, get rid of that bikini line mole? Diane at DC101.com. You know what? Just subject line, did this myself. Why, what are people sending you?
A few people have removed warts. It's all fine.
I took my own wart off. I bit it.
There's a tweet about Kit Kat pizzas in
God, I hate
Japan.
that story.
Oh, I saw that.
But when I see a gaping hole in your leg or arm, I'm going to pass out.
Hi, Elliot. Good morning.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
This is Elora.
Hi, Elora. I like that name.
Thank you. We've spoken before. But,
Oh.
I had a story. This was a couple of years ago when I was a resident. I had a man who tried to drain his own abscess. It was like, so it started off like from his story. I don't remember the whole thing, but I guess I think it started off as like a small little like pimple-like thing in his upper inner thigh, probably from an ingrown hair.
I'm looking at you, Siegel.
He tried to pop it like a zit.
Been there.
Of course, it just got worse.
Sure.
And then he tried with some tools. I don't know what he used. I can't. Maybe a razor blade or something. But he had tried to cut it and push out all the pus inside out of it.
Right.
So when I finally saw him, it was like about maybe an inch in diameter, completely hard,
Right.
red, the most painful looking thing. And all I could think of is like, when this first happened, you moron, why didn't you just come in and let us drain it in the first place?
Yeah,
And
you know what? That's inconvenient.
He was embarrassed.
Yeah, no, and by the way, and only because, I've had to deal with that in the past, the smell is horrific.
yeah, but I mean, can think about it. If you try to keep on popping it over and over
Okay,
on
all
your
right.
own and it's not working.
Yeah, no, then at that point, you get it looked at. Hi, Elliot in the morning, real quick. Who's this? Hello?
Hey, this me?
Yeah, real quick. What can I do for you?
Hey, I'm I play soccer, and I'll say that both my pinky toes, I ripped the toenails off.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's not going to surprise me. I guarantee you Olsen's ripped his toenails off. Hold on one second.
What is that?
Tyler's showing me a picture.
What
is that?
was that?
What is it? What is that?
I believe it was a wart.
They got the root ball and everything out of that.
Diane, stop digging at your eyes. I know this guy in Waldorf. Runs a tattoo shop.
The best of Elliot in the morning. DC 101. The best of Elliot in the morning. DC 101.
Good night.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, what Juns end up doing?
Found your next performance artist trip.
Oh, Tyler, here we go. Where are we going? Well, hold on, because we did the birth. Mm-hmm. Then remember we went and gave that woman hickeys all over her body. She wanted that.
Yep.
And then we went to the period display.
Yep.
We wanted to do the skinny dipping museum, but that didn't work. That's okay. That's all right.
Yep.
What do you got for me now?
Skin writing.
Pardon me?
Skin writing.
I just need a Sharpie?
No.
And I take a...
No.
I don't even understand what that is.
Basically, the woman takes... It's like... Kaylee has this.
Dude, this is gross.
It's...
No offense.
It's dermatographia.
Oh, sure.
And it's kind of like your body has like an allergic reaction. It's like a hive.
Dude, look at her arm.
And...
Oh, that's just like freckles and stuff.
It's just basically she can like write words and symbols and things.
Oh, Tyler, look at her stomach.
On her skin.
Look at her stomach.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's awful.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. I don't know if that's as much fun. Like the period was funny. The hickey thing was funny. Now wait a minute, Kaylee, you have this?
Slightly, not that bad.
So like I could write like smell my face on your back and it'll show up. What do I write it with? Something sharp? I haven't cut my pinky nail in a while.
How did you discover it?
Dog scratches.
So a dog would scratch you and it would just puff up really big? Really? Dude, you don't have it like this woman's legs, though. That is nasty. Look how defined that is. What is it called? Dermatologica?
Dermatographia.
Dermatographia, sure. And I don't want... What did she write on her arm?
That says group love.
Okay.
That's from Kaylee's Facebook page.
How do you... Oh, my God, that is nasty. Kaylee, can I...
Never hurts. It's never painful.
This never hurts?
She says, no, she says it's not painful to her. Oh, look at her legs.
Oh, I didn't see that picture. Dude, she's like writing stuff out.
See,
there's Kaylee's group love.
She uses a knitting...
Is that her breast?
A knitting needle. And they last about 30 minutes.
And then they go... Does yours go away pretty quickly?
Just flattens out.
Here, come here. Diane, sign your name on Kaylee's arm. Get out something sharp. Like a needle.
Kaylee pulled her sleeves up as she was walking in.
Yeah, she's ready to go.
No.
Wait, what's wrong?
I don't want to see this.
Okay, well, that's like... Okay, well, you didn't write anything. You made a line. Like, Diane, autograph her arm. Sign it like you're writing over a check. Is it everywhere on your body?
For the most part.
Oh, nasty, dude.
When I got allergy tested was when I really found out I had it. Look what that one said.
Oh, yeah, you're raising up.
How long ago did you do the Steelers logo?
Oh, yeah. No, Diane, you're not going to hurt her. It's not painful.
Too hard?
No. Kaylee's got a very high threshold. Remember we talked about all of her piercings. You can even go lower on her body. She won't care. Look at that chick's legs, though.
Did you see her tummy?
I can't.
She did the thing with the dots?
No, that I didn't see.
Right there.
Ugh. I don't like her skin. Her skin is also throwing me off.
Because she's
very
fair.
pale, like very pale.
She has this condition.
I can't.
You can start to see her name.
It's starting to come out, yeah.
Both of them are. She did them on
How is it possible we can
red.
hear her better in the other room?
How is and that doesn't hurt?
No.
Really?
It's like,
I don't feel like you have it bad, though. Here, make like that big V diagram that this woman's got on her stomach.
She's using a needle.
Do you want a stool?
Using a
And it doesn't hurt.
No.
How long until it goes away?
Probably about 30 minutes.
Is one part of your body more? What's the word I'm looking for?
If a dog jumps on me on my legs,
right. So your legs are bad.
Yeah.
So Diane, right on her legs. Right, pull your pants down.
Jeans.
Oh, when was the last time you washed your jeans?
I don't know, the weekend.
Ooh, bad move. Are you wearing a skirt or are you wearing jeans over there? Ooh, when did you wash yours?
Monday.
Oh, bad idea. That's
Why?
horrible. Oh my God.
Should we not be washing them?
Not only should you not be washing them, Tyler, how often should you wash your jeans?
There are some people that say never.
Thank you.
But there are some
every
people
5 wearings.
No. Never
dispute that.
No. Well, how about Mr. Levi? The guy from Levi's yesterday. I saw him hold a press conference. Never, ever, ever wash your jeans.
How do you keep them from stinking?
Yeah.
Put them in the freezer once a month.
What are you doing in your jeans?
Say again?
Ugh.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
That sounds like a question that you would ask.
What?
Hey, what are you doing?
If you wore jeans, I feel like Elliot would ask the question, how do you keep them from stinking?
Oh, no, you just put them in the freezer once a month.
What if you spill something on them?
Sponge. Just take a... No.
Please.
The guy who... I'm sorry, the guy who you going to listen to? You or the guy who runs Levi's? The guy who runs Levi's. He's never washed a pair of jeans. If you spill something on him, you get a little sponge.
I feel like he looks, in my mind, he looks like a prospector.
No, in my mind, he looks like a billionaire. He looked very dressed up and nice when I saw him speaking yesterday.
Right, so he gets to throw his jeans out when
No.
Yes.
The pair of jeans that he had on yesterday, I want to say he's had for 5 years.
And never washed them.
Never. No, not only has he never washed them, you're never supposed to wash them. Ever.
Why do they have washing instructions?
Yeah.
Because people like you... who are like, oh, that's grody. That you have to do that.
For example, we were sitting by like
your jeans also shrink if you wash them.
No kidding.
No,
but
well,
then they stretch back out again.
Right? Why go through that? Why go through the shrink and stretch? That's not good for your fibers.
But like we were sitting out by like a fire on Saturday night,
right?
And you get that smell in your clothes, and there's no way to get it out.
Not true.
Wash it.
Not true. You know how you get it out? Freezer. Put them in the freezer. Put them in the freezer once a month. And I think he did say, like, if they start to get a little rank, maybe once every other week for a month, and then you're good to go. It'll take that smell out of there.
You put them in the freezer for a month?
No. You put it in once a month, you put them in the freezer. If they really are, like, rank, then you put them in for let's say you do it on the 1st of the month. Then you would put it in on the 15th and then back to the 1st of the month. So you're going to give him an extra freeze. Oh, I'm sorry, Diane, does that guy look like... That guy looks like he smells like money. Does he look like a prospector to you?
Are you supposed to wash the denim shirt?
Pardon me?
It's a Canadian tuxedo.
Thank you. It was a formal occasion. I don't think he was speaking on behalf of the shirt. I would assume if it's denim, you don't wash it. I need a better, like if it's brown, let it drown, like whatever that is.
Is he a descendant of Levi Strauss?
He runs the company.
Yeah.
Of course he is. He's like one of the Strauss and brothers.
Strauss.
And brothers, yeah. I don't know who... he's part of the family, yes. Look at that dude. But yeah, never, ever, ever wash your jeans.
Now you can, if you're looking, I saw this yesterday, if you're looking to help form, fit, and shrink down some oversized wool sweaters. There's a whole thing that I'm trying with my washer and dryer. I'll retweet the instructions. It was interesting. I thought it would never come up on the air.
Wait, so what am I supposed to...
now that we're talking fashion tips...
What am I supposed to do with wool... I don't own a wool sweater.
Care and handling. I have two that
Are those like
when
those
I was
big
larger,
puffy?
I had... and I'm trying to now shrink them down.
So they'll fit.
And I came across this little tip yesterday, yeah. We'll see how it works. I mean, obviously, it's not that time of year right now to be wearing them.
No, now they go into the closet and they come out in a couple months smelling like a mothball.
But I haven't worn them since college, so I'm going to give it a shot.
You're going to shrink them down. All right, very good. But I taught you something today.
Hold for the retweet.
Kaylee, how's your arm? Yeah, but you don't have it like this chick.
I feel like she's turning glum on a little bit.
This chick, like, she's writing out words and stuff.
She looks like she, like, carves into her arm.
I don't like her skin. Her skin is so
she's
pasty.
pink.
Yeah. And it does look like it's rashy. But you're telling me that doesn't bother her at all.
She says no.
This part on her leg, I am kind of turned on by this, though. Like, this I kind of like. Like, I would like, write, like, directions, start here, finish here, like, move all around. Like, that's kind of cool. I don't like... And this one I kind of like where it says group love. But, like, this I don't like. This, and, look at her arm. It's disgusting. What's going on here? That's, like, just a rash. I don't know what's the problem there. And this is just gross.
This should be a post 6 a.m. Pictorial.
Why? This doesn't make you hungry? This doesn't make you want to get started?
Hungry for what? The day? Oh, my thirst for challenge.
All right, so we've covered that, and we've covered the your jean washing that you should never, ever do.
The best of Elliot in the morning. DC 101. The best of Elliot in the morning on DC 101.
Planet Fitness.
Oh, yeah, there you go. See, I like that. Get yourself going. Get yourself back in shape. It's summertime, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, how's your herpes?
Pardon me?
I said, how is your herpes?
Herpes?
Yes.
Don't have them.
Well, you don't think you do. You don't think you do. I would, you know what? I would be willing to bet that you do, Greg.
I hope not.
Well, no, I'm telling you. When was the last time you got yourself checked?
Oh, probably about 20 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, well, you might want to get on it. Diane, let me ask you, how is your herpes?
I'm like Greg.
The what?
I don't have it.
You know, they say that 80% of people with herpes don't even know they have it.
Is that right?
Just read that yesterday. That I had no idea. Did we know that?
80% that have it.
80% of people with herpes have no idea that they have it.
So it's not like hemorrhoids where
everybody has hemorrhoids.
Oh.
It's just whether they develop into piles. No, I learned that yesterday. I had no idea. And you know the other thing? They'll even tell you, doctors don't need to check for that. There's no problem at all. How do you not know? But you know what?
Is it one of those, but isn't it where it like lies dormant?
I guess. I don't know. But that happened to, I think I've told you that. That happened to a friend of Jackie's where she'd been married for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. And then all of a sudden, poof, herpes. And he thought she was cheating on him. And she's like, no, you're the only guy I've been with since that. And, I mean, she was with some guys before. But but you would think if you had herpes, it isn't going to sit dormant for that long. But they said so many people are walking around with it, they have no idea.
What percentage of people have it? Because it's 80% that have it don't know.
But what percent have it?
Yeah.
That's a good question. That number's high, though. Very high.
Yeah, I don't know.
I am going to bet that once you've had intercourse, I'm going to bet that number is 60%.
No.
Oh, you think I'm low? Okay,
No,
70%.
No, because the HPV number is at like 80%.
Okay, so 60%. That's fair.
It's not that high.
If you don't know you have it?
No, it's 80% of people who have it don't know.
But that's
that
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
translate to 80%
No,
of
but
the
I'm going to
population.
say 60% of people have herpes, and of the 60% of everybody, 20% know they have it.
You must work for Abreva.
What
is it? Abrevia?
Activia.
That's yogurt.
Whatever.
What does
same
yogurt
thing.
have to do with it?
You put that on your urinary. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do with it. It's what?
Breva's the stuff you put on a cold sore.
Why was Kaylee so quick to confirm?
Because Kaylee's one of the 60%.
And yogurt is what gives him the cold sore.
Commercial is herpes.
Yeah, no, but I'm not talking cold sore herpes. I'm talking genital.
Oh.
Yeah, genital herpes.
Oh, see, I thought you were speaking of both.
Oh, I interpreted the story as being genital.
Oh.
Of the genital nature. Maybe I'm wrong, but I interpreted of that. So you think my 60% is too high?
Abreva has changed their positioning.
Oh, what is that?
To be quote-unquote cold sores.
Oh, really? Yeah, but it's not. It's herpes. You can put it anywhere. Diane, is my 60% too high?
I wouldn't put Abreva anywhere.
What do you mean?
I don't.
Oh, don't put it in your eyes and don't swallow it. Okay.
Yeah, your 60% is too high.
What do you think it is? 10%? No. I guarantee you, 60%.
If I were to put a number
50.
out, if I'm putting a number out there,
You
I'm
have to be
pulling it from the same place you're pulling your number.
No. Oh, from where my hemorrhoids are. Although maybe piles.
Oh no.
No.
Camila.
But you think that the number's 10% lower?
10% lower or 10%?
10% period of sexually active people.
No, I never said a number.
But
I
if
just
you're
don't
telling
think it's 60%.
Well, then don't say you
There's
think
a
it's
middle
58,
ground
but
between
don't say, oh, it's
60 and
58%.
10.
All right, from the CDC.
Yes.
And this is...
But they can't, that's an unjudgeable number because they don't know. 80% of people don't even know they have it.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you what their fact sheet says.
Go ahead.
In the U.S., 1 in 6...
Okay, that's 16%.
But again, this is between 14 and 49.
Okay, but you're sexually active. That's fine.
Have genital herpes.
Yeah. But those are confirmed cases.
Right.
Other
if you
cases
extrapolate.
No. Okay, so that's your 20%. So what's
15 or 16? But
No. I'm saying they're saying 16% of the population has herpes, genital herpes, right? But that only represents 20% of the people that actually have herpes. It's just undiagnosed. They can't give a number.
No, they're factoring in
No,
that
they're
number.
not.
Yes,
no, they're
they
not.
are.
Because, it's the CDC. They've got to be accurate. They got to be accurate. So that 16% of the country is the 20% that know they have it. They don't know the numbers on the other 80% that have it, which is why I've got it up in the 60% range.
You jump from 16 to 60?
You're not listening.
I'm listening.
No.
And I'm telling you, the CDC
within
is saying
they don't know.
Of those 16%, 80%
No, 80% don't know. You don't even know the numbers.
I just said don't know.
Diane, if I had 10 people in this room, right?
And one of them is traveling at 80 miles per hour.
If I had 10 people in this room, and I said, who has herpes? And 2 raised their hand, right? Would you cannot, based on my information, tell me that the other 8 people don't have it. What you could tell me is that leaves 8. What's 80% of 8? Whatever. Let's say 7. 7 of those people have it. They just don't know.
Okay.
So based on real statistics, 8 out of 10 have herpes. It's only 2 know they have it. So your CDC numbers are horribly off. Well, maybe they're not. That is 16% know they've got the genital herpes, but they can't give a percentage based on nobody knowing. Here, do you have herpes?
I don't believe so.
You don't know is really the answer.
Sure.
Okay. Unless if you go take a test right now and then show me the results today that say you don't have it, then I'll rule you out.
Well, yeah, no, I've definitely been tested before, but it's been a while.
Right. When was the last time you were tested?
How long have I been with Lindsay?
I don't know. 5, 6, 7 years?
10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
Have you gotten tested since you've been with her?
No.
Because you could have it pre-Lindsay.
Now, even if the symptoms are dormant, wouldn't you test for it?
Did you get tested when you got serious with Lindsay?
I got it right before, yeah.
Did you really? Did you guys go together?
No, I wasn't with her.
But right before that?
Yeah, it was just college is over. I should do these tests.
Oh, I told you guys, that used to be a fun date for me.
Oh, hand-holding AIDS test?
No, just blood tests. Yeah, no.
Sounds great.
No, I've done that probably half a dozen times. You see someone for a month, you're like, hey, let's go get tested. Okay, and then you make a date out of it, and you go get some food afterwards. Have a couple of drinks, and then go home and put that clean peen to work.
But you don't get the results it's not like they give you the results right away.
Yeah, I know, but still, you're going down and getting tested.
Hey, well, we got the test. Let's roll the dice anyway.
Okay, but if I knew that I had herpes, I'm not going to take her down there and show her I don't have herpes. I mean, clearly you know. Now, I haven't had it in a long time. Not herpes, the test. The test. All of the above. All right. Hey, hold tight 1 second. Let me get you your tickets for We Will Rock You, okay?
All right, thanks.
You got it. Hold on 1 second. Let me go to line 7. Hi, Elliot, in the morning.
Hi, is this me?
Yeah, hey, who's this?
Hi, this is Brent.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Hey, my sister went to massage school, cosmetology school, all that stuff at a school in Florida, and they taught her at this time in 2006 that 80% of the adult population has oral herpes.
Oral herpes? Or just
oral herpes?
80% have oral herpes? Hey, can I ask a stupid question? Because I don't have oral herpes. I've never had a cold sore. Like I've never.
You know, it can lie dormant for years in your system.
Oh, so there you go. There you go. Hey, but can I ask this? And I don't want this to sound stupid, but I really don't know the answer.
Okay.
Do you only get oral herpes from? How do I get oral herpes?
Couldn't you?
You can get it from kissing, sharing a drink after someone.
But I have to get it from
someone that has it.
I have to get it from somebody who has herpes.
Yeah, but they can have it dormant too, and they can pass it on.
Really?
So all those times you were smoking back when you were younger, if somebody had it that was in the rotation, they gave it to everyone.
Oh, and I've shared cigarettes a million times, but I've never had an oral herpes outbreak.
Well, cords, cold sores, anything like that is a form of herpes.
I don't have cold sores. I have zits, but I don't have cold sores.
It might be dormant. It can be dormant for years.
So you're telling me 80% of the population has oral herpes?
Of the adult population, that's what they taught us in 2006.
Right. Okay, so that
I'm
means
sure it's higher now.
3 out of 4 of us. So Diane has oral herpes.
We'll say Diane, Tyler, and
Kaylee
Tyler.
all have herpes. Yeah.
So you're good.
Yeah, no, I'm totally clean. I've never had a herpes outbreak in my mouth.
Because I just licked your coffee cup.
Actually, I've never had a herpes outbreak anywhere on my body. Can you say the same, Diane?
Yes.
You've never had an oral outbreak?
No.
I'm asking.
No.
Okay. Have you?
I've had plenty of canker sores.
Yeah.
Oh, does that
but
fall under the umbrella?
I've never had a cold sore.
Is canker sore oral herpes?
Canker's on the inside of your mouth.
Okay,
right?
well that's like so you want me to highlight your dentate line? I mean, is it canker in, cold out? If it's still herpes, it's herpes.
No, it's different.
I'm asking. I don't know. I've never had that. I'm clean.
You've never had a canker sore?
I don't think so. I would know if I had one.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've never had a canker sore.
Wow.
No, I'm telling you, my mouth is beautiful. I've never had a canker sore, and I've never had a cold sore. I don't even.
They are referred to as mouth ulcers.
Canker
sores,
not
herpes. Not herpes.
Oh, canker sores are not herpes,
according to Wikipedia.
Okay, well, listen, take it. Have you had canker sores, Diane?
Yeah.
Herpes.
No, he said that's not.
That's a different name for it.
No,
Kaylee,
it's not.
Have you had cankers? Ugh. That's gross.
You're gross.
I'll take my scuzzy ass body over that.
Okay. You hang on that.
How would I know? What
mouth ulcers? I've never heard them referred to.
I've never had an ulcer either. No, that's probably not true. I've probably had an ulcer
by that name.
I've had stress that's making me want to kill people. I'm currently in one of those.
So mouth ulcers and then love ridges.
What's a
what
love
is that?
ridge?
It was on.
That's a hemorrhoid, isn't it?
No,
that's a pile.
That's a canker sore.
What?
That was
Wait,
from.
So there's mouth ulcers. There's mouth hugs.
That joke works better if you have a third thing that you can put in second.
I couldn't have mouth guard. So I got mouth ulcer, mouth guard. All right, very good. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, how do you know if you have would I know if I had a canker sore?
Yes.
It's bad.
Absolutely.
The only thing I've ever gotten is if I bite the inside of my cheek really hard, like it'll not scar up, but it'll like scar tissue up a little bit, but that's not a canker sore.
That's a bite.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I've never had that. Never had that. My mouth is awesome.
If you drink orange juice and you suddenly
Diarrhea.
feel like you want to go through the roof,
right,
that means you probably have a canker sore.
No, orange juice gives me diarrhea.
It hurts though.
I've never had one. No, none of that. No cold sore. I'm herpes free, man.
It's
100% herpes free.
Two different things.
Okay, one's inner, one's outer. That's how I'm reading it.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
But back to, I'm surprised even with that genital herpes.
60% of the population has genital herpes?
1 in 6. No, based on Diane's numbers, 1 in 6 has genital herpes.
That's high.
According to you, that's super low. But I agree.
You said 80%.
No. That have like the symptoms and the whole thing.
Whenever the sample for the prevalence number is less than 10, and you think about how easily you could gather that many people,
yeah,
you're sort of like, whoa, this is a problem.
Yeah, no, that's bad. I'm trying to think of all the people we know that have herpes. Yeah.
How do you know? Who would tell you that?
People tell me all the time.
Who?
You know exactly who I said.
It's the person we know with herpes.
Line 1. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hi, it's me.
Yeah, hi, who's this?
Yeah, this is Joseph. I'm actually a statistical pharmacist at DDC.
Oh, yes, sir. Nice to talk to you.
Yeah. What's that?
I said nice to talk to you.
Yeah. So just real quick, so I'm actually about to head into work. So the whole statistical numbers, the 1 in 6 thing, that is including people who like unidentified cases. We do include that.
So that includes that's impossible because you can't poll someone for something they don't know they have.
So without getting like ridiculously technical, we're talking really crazy terms, but so basically we look at incidence prevalence, so how many people have it and how many new cases that we're seeing, and then we kind of use a mathematical estimate,
right,
so an educated guess on how many have it but don't know it.
Right, so it's aggregate. But that number's got a big plus or minus margin.
It can be. I don't know about this one exactly because I do mostly psych stuff. But
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this: do you classify canker as mouth herpes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
There you go. Tyler's got herpes. So does Diane, and so does Kaylee. All three of you have had cankers, which means you have mouth herpes.
Caused by, like, yogurt or red wine vinegar.
No. That may be what irritates it, but that's not what caused it. I'll tell you what caused it.
No.
All right.
And by the way, there's our 80%. That's essentially 80%.
Okay.
That guy is a physical pharmacist for the CDC. Canker sore is a form of mouth herpes. You guys are nasty, bro. Nasty.
No. Okay, scabby penis.
I don't have a scabby penis.
Mm-hmm.
I had one scab on my penis brought on by some like electronic thing, and that's
an electronic
thing. It was
thing?
a hum. It was a hum. But the
a hum or a hump? Two different things.
No, whatever. Don't try to deflect. You got herpes, bro.
No, I don't.
Yep. You sure? Do you have have you ever had a canker sore? Have you ever had a canker sore?
In my life, yes.
What did the doctor just tell you?
I don't believe that guy.
Herpes. Oh, put your head in the sand. Put your head in the sand.
Like you did when you didn't go to the doctor when you had a scabby penis.
Whatever. Don't have herpes. You can say whatever you want.
You can say all you want to, but you've never been to the doctor for that.
For what? Don't need to. Don't have herpes. I've been blood tested. You have herpes.
This says scabbings associated with herpes.
Okay, but I don't have herpes.
It's chlamydia.
Whatever. I'll take chlamydia. Diane's got herpes.
No.
Hi, Elliot in the morning.
It's me?
Yeah, hi. Who's this?
Hi, that's Maureen.
Yes, Maureen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I have had oral herpes since I was 17.
Nasty girl!
Wait, I'm 53. I got it from kissing a boy with a cold sore.
Was that boy's name Diane?
I've been married for 28 years. I have 3 children, and none of my kids or my husband have gotten oral herpes from me. The guy who told you if you pass a cigarette around and somebody has it in their system can pass it around without being, having a sore is not true. You have to have an outbreak to pass it on.
Have you shared cigarettes with your kids?
No, I don't smoke.
Oh.
But I mean, they drank after me, and I kiss my husband. Not when I have an outbreak, but I can't pass it on unless you're having an outbreak.
Dude, how bad are your outbreaks?
What's the frequency?
Oh, good question. What's the frequency of your outbreaks? Maureen.
Oh, she hung up.
Oh, and now it's like talking to Diane. Hello? Diane,
What?
what's the frequency of your outbreaks?
I had a canker sore when I was sick like 8 years ago.
Oh, I get them all the time. No, I shouldn't say all the time. I've gotten better. I also get them. Do you get them, Diane, when you...
You said you get them from yogurt.
And
Don't try to
Gatorade.
paint me as some dirty girl.
You're
I don't
not
think it's
dirty.
dirty.
I've always said I would date somebody with herpes.
Do not associate me
What?
in that way.
I know. My
You're
friend...
making me angry, in
Why?
case you couldn't tell.
Why are you angry? I have said nothing bad. I have a friend, Scott, who married a woman with herpes.
What was your question?
I too, because I have ruled out everything from my diet that causes them, which is yogurt.
You said yogurt.
And Gatorade.
Right. Well, that triggers
Triggers
them.
my herpes.
You have
yeah.
it. It just triggers it.
But I also occasionally will get them if I have like chips, and not so much potato chips, but like tortilla chips.
Right.
And forget to drink something with them.
Right.
So
the
all that
salt
salt
gets it going. Yeah.
I'll get a canker sore via that. How about you, Diane?
I didn't say anything.
If you have too much like red wine, vinegar, and oil on a salad, if I have
Right.
too much vinegar,
Right.
then that'll make my mouth burn. But I wouldn't
From
say
the
it's
herpes?
No, I wouldn't say that. It was a canker sore. Completely different. The guy who said he was from the CDC. Oh, I called in long distance from Atlanta.
They have offices all over.
Okay.
No, the CDC has an office at NIH.
Liar.
No, that's 100% true. All
right, I don't believe that guy.
Here are the two factoids that I can say with 100% certainty today.
Can I say that I believe that guy? Without we're either going with Wikipedia,
Right.
No.
or that guy.
I believe that guy.
I guess I have to too.
Here are the two things of fact that I can share with you that I know for 100% fact today.
No.
Number one, the CDC has an office at NIH. Number two, herpes.
No, it was a fever blister.
Mouth ulcer.
Mouth hug.
That's how we got it.
Hi, Elliot in the morning.
A canker sore, which is usually an apis ulcer, is absolutely not a herpes ulcer. Period. They're completely different things. Herpes is very contagious. Apis ulcers are not completely understood and are not contagious.
Okay, so it's not contagious and not understood, but if Diane has a lot of canker sores.
I had one like 8 years ago.
First of all, a canker sore is more of a generic layman's term. If she's getting them a lot, what she needs to figure out is something
8 years ago. Is that a lot?
I'm sorry?
Is 8 years ago a lot? Like one?
No.
Oh, good. I hope it's trending now on effing Twitter.
No. As a matter of fact, there are other viruses you can get in your mouth, and you get them once and never, ever get them again.
What's that? Diane, that may be what you have.
What's
that?
that?
There are funny names like Coxsackie viruses and things like that. You
That's
get them
what
once,
Diane's
and that's
got.
it.
Is that we should call that doctor. I was going to support you until that last comment.
Okay, but now you have to dismiss that he's telling you that canker sores are not herpes.
No.
You can't only take part of the phone call.
No.
Have we gotten a consensus? By the way, Kaylee's not mad. She's in there. She's fine. She's got herpes too.
I'm trying to put together the frequency because it's been established that Diane gets them a lot. I would say if I had to put a number on it, if a doctor was asking me,
how many
and not just the doctor who called, I have one probably every season. So I'd say 4 a year. Yeah.
4 a year. Okay. Kaylee? You get 4 a year?
Have you ever had 2 at the same time?
Oh, that's like
yeah, it's miserable.
Is that Diane's just nodding? Okay.
No.
Is that canker
I
carbuncle?
Said it's been years.
No, they're not. Well, I've never had them like on top of each other.
Because I've had zits like that where you get a zit on top of a zit. That's a carbuncle.
Hot.
Oh, it is. It's like 1,000 degrees in there.
Oh, and a chick magnet.
Okay, whatever. Don't deflect on me, Herp.
Okay.
But anyway, it's awful when you get the 2 because you are favoring one side of your mouth already while you're eating.
Can you eat sunflower seeds?
They're salty.
When I go play softball?
No, but you won't ever buy just a bag of sunflower seeds?
I've never had sunflower seeds.
In your life?
Yeah, no.
You've never had sunflower seeds?
Even the ones that are already shelled?
No, I hate those. I'll eat them if they're in front of me, but I prefer to take a mouthful
Are
and
you
then
talking
spit
about
all
spitting? Yeah, I've probably had some mixed in with some sort of assortment.
No, like where you'll buy a bag of David's Son sunflower seeds.
No, I've never done that.
And then eat them. I don't like the ranch. I don't like the barbecue. I don't like any of that. Hold on, Kaylee's upset now. Yes? What's shocking? I agree. I don't know how anybody's... Well, no,
but
he's had them in trail mix, but he's never had
But those are shelled.
Yeah, but Kaylee, you've had just regular sunflower seeds. Yeah, can
all
I
the time. And when she's playing softball.
Thinking back to yesterday.
Can I ask you this? Do you buy them shelled, or do you take the whole shell and not just one at a time, but you shove like a mouthful in, crack them in your mouth, and then spit them out as you're going? Nick does a mouthful, and you're one at a time.
That seems like such a hassle to eat.
No, not at all. Oh, they're great. I love them. Probably 3 or 4 times a year, my sister sends me a big bag of them. But I'll only eat Davidsons. I don't like the planters. Here's the problem with sunflower seeds, though. There's 2 problems, and Kaylee will just start nodding. They have a very corn effect to them.
Don't they tear up the inside of your mouth, too?
Yeah, well, I mean, that they do, just because of all the salt. But they have a very...
No, I'm talking about the sharp edges on the shell.
No, but that gets me to number 2.
Oh.
And Nick would have to vouch for this. I don't know that Kaylee can. Is a lot of times, like, because sometimes you'll eat a shell, or sometimes you'll just eat the whole thing. Sometimes you'll nick yourself
on the other end.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's like trying to pass glass, and that's not good. But no, Kaylee, you'll agree. Sunflower seeds do give you a corn effect. Next time, look, please, or call me in. I'll take a look. See.
Jesus.
Where am I going? Line 5. All right.
I've suddenly forgotten about
Diane's
zit
herpes
carbuncle.
Oh, I do have a zit carbuncle. Not currently. I have had a zit carbuncle.
Let me check. Yes, I'll be your dermatologist. There it is. I found it.
Hi, Elliot. In the morning.
Good morning, Elliot. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a dental hygiene student, and yes, Diane is right. She does not have herpes.
What does she have going on in there, though?
Jesus Christ!
You can get minor and major salivary or ulcers in your mouth as long as they're on soft tissue. It's not a herpes. There are a herpetic form of ulcers, but those are usually on bone and things like that. So if it was like on the roof of your mouth and
Diane,
stuff,
well, let's not answer for Diane. Let's find out where.
Why don't you shine a flashlight in there right now? There ain't nothing going on in there.
Okay, well, what did I tell you? Herpes will lie dormant. I'll shine a flashlight in every orifice
What's
of
the
yours.
herpetic thing? What is that?
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. Where Diane? When you during your last flare up, where was your sore?
it was probably on her cheek.
Well, let Diane answer. Was it here? Was it on the palate of your mouth?
I told you
palate?
it was so long ago. I don't remember.
Diane's deflecting. It was on a bony part of the mouth.
The bones effect.
But you can do, Tyler, you can do warm saltwater rinses or put salt directly on it, which it will sting for a few minutes, but it will help it heal a lot faster.
That's what I do. Thank you very much.
What, you put salt right on it?
And it was, you mentioned you're in the dental field.
Right.
It was a dentist who told me to stop eating yogurt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Most of the time we tell people to, well, if you have a lot of fungal issues in your mouth, then we tell you to eat yogurt because obviously then that helps.
I don't know if I'm now starting to add too many things together. So I don't know if it was based on a doctor recommendation, but Diane eats a lot of yogurt.
What?
Do you have a fungal issue?
Bite your tongue.
I can't because mine's clean.
Okay. You funky ass coffee breath.
Whatever, dude. You know what it ain't? Herpes breath.
Okay.
Don't worry, Diane. It's not herpes.
I know.
Well, you don't know. You cannot diagnose like that over the phone. All right, very good. Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome.
All right, talk to you
Bye.
later. Wow, that's been a very educational half hour. Mm-hmm. That really has. What did she say? If it's herpetic, it's on hard tissue.
Yes.
And if it's on soft tissue, then it's just like a mouth ulcer. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm bringing sunflower seeds in tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, they're so good.
We have a guest.
No, we'll do it before he gets here. Oh,
I bet Bert has eaten 1 million sunflower seeds.
100%. By the way, if you looked on top of the pizza box he crapped on in college, you would be able to tell. All right, let's do... Wait, yes, Tyler.
I feel like we need to take a deep breath before we take a break.
About what?
Look, now she's not even paying attention.
Diana,
Yes, I am.
You're not angry?
No.
I may have tripped on a nerve or two over there for a moment, but you're back to normal.
I'm fine.
Yeah, no. That exposed nerve is now gone away.
No herpes for Diane. Just hemorrhoids.
She does have hemorrhoids. And I know you said not for air.
Hopefully not cancer.
Not cancer, but currently dealing with piles.
Yep. The best of Elliot in the morning. Elliot in the morning. DC 101.